But Ish, what can't be fleeting?
And then you're letting him lead you. It doesn't matter how you feel.
Saying he's led by God, but you feel like God is not telling y'all that. Do you still follow him?
You said something interesting, Ish. You just said like men don't think the way that women do. So it almost sounds like you don't fully trust their expertise. So how could you successfully be led by?
So the majority of men don't have kids. Y'all are picking wrong. Y'all are literally picking the minority.
Every man that's on this panel, y'all have more kids than all of us women.
51% of black men are single and childless.
Excuses for the statistics. The statistics don't bode well in your favor. So you say things like, okay, are they shooting blanks? Or they
because men, I don't feel like men are overall passive aggressive. The majority of men. Do you think that silence is that passive aggressive? Because we will do that.
Yeah, because there's niggas that'll use that as a way to trigger a woman. Like, because a lot of time a woman will tell you, like, when you're silent, it makes me feel like I'm ignored. So a nigga will do that intentionally.
Yeah, no, I'm just because I didn't agree with the passive aggressive part until Mary said that. I'm like, okay, I can see men and be like, you know what? I ain't saying nothing else. Will unsubscribing from the Democratic Party help fix Black America?
Let's just unsubscribe. No, you got to know why.
I don't think so. That's the only thing that get black people together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Wow.
Like that.
What I think will fix is if black people truly understood politics.
Because for a guy, because listen, it's so many different reasons for a man to want to hang out with his friends.
Adrian, I'm not gonna let that slide. I heard you. Why do you think that it's older single women who share that opinion?
Sometimes that's the case. There has to be
balance. Explain what White History Month is.
It's honoring the achievements of the greatest ethnic group in human history.
Wow.
I think all of that shit deserves a put him in the bathroom.
Would you rather have a whore of a daughter or a gay son?
Let's see here.
Bruh.
Because if she's a hoe, that ain't my problem. Hell, she just be a hoe. Shit.
That's a whore. Definitely. Like,
yeah, is going to college a waste of time?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't think for biology.
It's ridiculous.
And can I just piggyback on that?
Read this for me, Q.
Okay, $5 super chat from Omega Green. Depends. Go for STEM, medical or law. However, if you go for BS degrees like communications, is that supposed to be policies? Or
poli-sci, political science.
Poli-sci, okay. Yeah. Or criminal justice, it's wasted time.
Final thought.
When you take a man's time, it's like taking his money. When you take a man's money, it's like taking his time. Simply put, we want something for it. If you're not interested, don't go out. Sis, hit me up. Let's clear your coochie balance.
Do women, should they still be covered by men? Do women need to understand what it takes for men to feel like they should be covered by men?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, women don't value men anymore, and it's evident.
For women to admit that they're not equal to their men, women have to come to that conclusion that you are not equal to your man. Are you for spanking? Let's go around the room, yes or no. Q, you for spanking?
Absolutely.
Age.
Okay, so big kids don't get spankings?
You gotta fight them niggas.
There's no difference between divorced women and single mothers. The man will, in both circumstances, suffer comparably with no benefit to himself. The benefits don't outweigh the cost.
But it's still better to go with someone who hasn't gone through that. It's still better to not choose them.
Have men been getting over on household duties all this time?
Listen, but I don't touch a trash bag to save my life.
So let me ask you, could you and your wife switch roles in what you do versus what for that person hold y'all back or let y'all go?
Physically, can't nobody hold me back.
Ain't no such thing as a fair fight. But Ish, what can't be fleeting?
Women's P.O.V. a place to be heard. When it's P.O.V. I need a word with my girls. When it's P.O.V. Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives. Women, ladies, put the kids to bed and pull up a seat. We don't judge, come up, just say what's up before you speak. Tuesday night, this night, this might be risky every week. So let your head down, pour the wine up and get ready for the tea. It's a different outlook, trying to find out what is missing. DJ HAMP gon' let you cook to edify and not to burn down the kitchen. Relationships, kids, new women just one, don't judge. Girl, we listening, don't judge. Yeah, girl, we listening, don't judge. Don't judge. Cause girls just wanna fight and women just wanna have fun. Women's P.O.V. I need a word with my girls. Women's P.O.V. Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basic. Pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basic. Pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
This Might Be Risky sponsorship package is here. Have your ad run on our live streaming episodes, linked in the video description and attached to our many hot take clips. The channel is fast growing with thousands of views and subscribers. Don't miss your chance to grow your business on one of the fastest growing platforms on YouTube. Join the family today. This might be risky. Email us at thismightberisky@gmail.com if interested. Hashtag Indeed, hashtag do the right thing.
to be heard. When it's POV, I need a word with my girl. When it's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives now. Come on, ladies, put the kids to bed and pull up a seat. We don't just come up, just say what's up before you speak. Tuesday night, this our night, this might be risky every week. So let your head down, pour the wine up and get ready for the tea. It's a different outlook, trying to find out what is missing. DJ HAMP gon' let you cook to edify and not to burn down the kitchen. Relationships, kids, new women, just someone don't judge. Don't judge, yeah. Girl, we listening, don't judge. Don't judge. Cause girls just wanna fight and women just wanna have fun. Women's POV, I need a word with my girls. Women's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives now. Perfect.
I like that shit, folks. I like that shit, folks.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel. The most DJ HAMP MP Women's POV. We in the building. Callie, what's popping?
Hey, what's up?
What's shaking?
How you is?
Everything golden?
Yes, everything is golden.
That's what's up, man. Aaliyah, what's shaking?
Hey, what's going on?
Everything's everything, man. How you?
I'm good.
That's
How long
what's
day,
up.
but I'm good.
Man, I got a cold coming home, man, but I'm gonna make it though. Saw what's popping.
What's up, Ham?
Everything and nothing. You know how it go. There are a few more ladies that'll be joining, but we had to get this show on this road before this Benadryl kick in. You heard? Doctor told us NyQuil don't do shit. He said use the Benadryl. He said that gives you the most like relief. You know what I mean? NyQuil just help you go to sleep and all that. Callie, you got makeup on? Why your eyes red like that?
Just a little bit. My eyes aren't red. Oh, you're talking about my eyelids. Yeah, you know, blush eyeliner.
How you do it? How y'all put that up there? You like go like how you do it?
Yeah, you just
You go like
hold
this?
your eye open.
Like this?
No, it's just like drawing, you know. So I use my pinky for leverage, rest it on my cheekbone, and you know, draw the thing. I'm more efficient with liquid. People say pencil is easier, but I like liquid better. Liquid eyeliner.
Your cheeks is rosy too. You got something on your cheeks?
Yeah, blush. That's what I said. Blush eyeliner.
Is it like powder?
Mm-hmm.
You got something on your lips too?
Yeah, I got some brown lipstick on.
You think you a geisha or something?
What you talking about?
You think you a geisha? You ever seen a geisha?
I don't even know what that is.
that joke fell flat. I sound like nobody.
I want to laugh too. What is it?
Damn, so none of y'all know what a geisha is, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea what she's talking about.
Hold on, let me tell you. You know what it is once you see it.
What the fuck? Like,
my
why would
gosh.
you ever say that?
Okay, so first of all, I don't wear red lipstick. That's for hussies. Okay. Don't
What?
wear red.
I
That's
just
what my mama
seen
told
somebody
me.
with red lipstick. Tiff.
Kylie, you gotta stop. Like, now we here. Now we were.
Hussy is crazy.
This is insane.
Oh my god. A hussy,
That's a
that's an
red nail
old word,
polish.
boy.
I heard that for red nail
That's
polish. Like if you
Yeah,
wear red nail polish, that means you like a hoe.
so
That's
red
yeah,
weird.
is pussy.
yeah. Red nail polish, red lips is
Damn.
pussies. But if I put on bright red lipstick, I'm gonna look like a clown anyway. Suit cool is too big.
Pause. Yo, what up, Bob? Just for everybody to know, man. Per Cali, if you wear red lipstick, per Aliyah, if you wear red nails, and per Cali, if you have 4 bodies, you a hussy, man.
I like that shit,
I
Like
heard it's
I
the
just
was
white
just saying
toes
what I
now,
heard.
though.
huh?
I was just saying what I heard.
Wait, you said what about white
Yeah.
toes?
Yeah, I heard white toes make you like a thought or something if you wear white
That don't mean
toes. I was like,
nothing.
I painted.
White toes are class or are timeless. Then the white toes with the French tip. I wish you
Yeah,
would.
the French tip is my fave.
Yes, it gives very classy. I always get French tip on my toes, white to be
I
precise.
painted my toes once, and then I heard that comment. I never painted my toes white after that. I was like,
I don't know
okay.
now. I don't know another color.
It was cute though. I'm not even gonna hold you. The white toes was cute. They were like, yeah, that's them thought toes. I'm like, I didn't know this. Okay.
It's getting dark.
It's getting crazy.
Fish in, what's popping? O'Shea, salute. Mr. Williams in the building. VZ, what's popping? Dino was goody. Big Bad Bull in the building. Salute. Calvin was popping. D Majesty, salute my brother. Nightbot behaving. We got to get some updates to the Nightbot. You heard? Daily. Imperial was popping. K was goody. Nas, appreciate you. Good to see you, man. Thanos in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We got 120 people in the building. Hit the like button. The like should match the viewership. You heard? Oh, excuse me. Black America, man. Salute. Black America showed up, man. He had the baby with him and all that, man. I appreciate you
Oh,
coming by the
period.
fight, man. Know what I mean? And saying, what up, Ak? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Luo Duo, what's goody? Good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a month for Sundays. Hope all is well, man. Hit the like button. Sporties in the building. Chaotic Clubhouse in the building. Get your morning started with those brothers. You heard? MJ was popping. Escobar, Shalom. Uncle Rick in the building. Salute, OG. Good to see you. Hope everything's everything. Orchid was popping. Salute, salute, salute. Hit the like button, man. Homeboy, Shalom. Was goody. Hope all is well, man. Let me see. Yeah, facts. Yo, what up, Cree?
The
Hussy, that's the
classic.
shit my mom be talking like. Hussy, bull dagger, all types of shit. You fast, fresh.
I like that shit,
Yo, Hakeem, what up with the 100 boys? It's him. I'm just over here showing support. By the way, stop bullying people, old nigga. I don't know why you had to beat that man up like that and steal his lunch money in the ring a few days ago. You know how it go, man. Hard work pays off. That's all, man. So I appreciate you, young OG. Hope everything is everything, man. I'll play the tunes for you in a second. Reese, what up, kid? Reese, man, get your ass out the house, man. All right? That gym picture is 3 years old, man. Key was good. Salute, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Fo, what up?
I like that shit, Fo.
Bravo was good. OG and in the building, man. A few other ladies about to hit the panel. I wanted to get it started.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that.
Shah, what up, kid? Salute the shot in the building. He finally made it to a POV, huh? Okay. Date must have canceled on him tonight.
I was about to say he definitely must be bored tonight.
Yo, man, what's up, Callie?
Hey, I'm mad my vacation over. I'm still a little on cloud nine, but it's all good.
Where you went?
I went to New York.
Where Where you was at?
Upstate.
Upstate?
Buffalo.
I'm
Who
not gonna say the city, but yeah, I
cares?
was
Nobody cares,
Oh,
girl. We
upstate.
just making conversation. We really don't care. Would you was in
Okay.
Albany, Ithaca, Utica, Syracuse? Where you
it's
was at?
definitely giving Buffalo.
Nah, she wasn't in Buffalo.
Oh,
She wasn't
If you
in.
know, you know.
She wasn't in no Buffalo, man. It was
But
fun.
it did look like TV to see all that snow piled up like on the side of the road. It looked like TV. I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
Yeah, man. Shit's still there, man. You see the machines they got in Canada?
yeah. They
Mm-mm.
melt the ice.
It melt the ice, but also it put it in a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, like it blow like pause, like blows it and it goes in the truck, like suction, I guess.
It's
Our
like
shit
Okay.
go right on the
so
side of the road.
basically how like when they salt the like the wood. That's how it look.
What
It
you
Okay.
say?
goes in. You said what? That wasn't a good explanation.
You saying the wood chipper?
Yeah.
I
That's
guess.
how that's how it reminded me. That's the visionary. Like that's how I see it.
Okay.
All I
Let me
know though is that we don't need the machines because they was paying people $30 to go shovel the snow, and I would have been out there with them. thirty
doing what?
dollars shoveling snow for $30.
Do you know
$30.
how heavy that snow is?
The snow was already gone. They wasn't really doing that much.
You would not have been out. You would have been out there for an hour.
I would have been out there for a couple hours, the whole
No,
shift.
nah,
Okay,
cause it's hard.
yeah.
That's heavy snow, man. Real shit.
And I'm telling you, for $30, I would have made it through the day,
They would have made.
guaranteed.
You know, they would have made you shovel, right?
And I'm telling you, I would have made my money
How you figure?
because I would have been shoveling the snow and putting it. It was
Let me see.
they.
Like, stand up.
I'm not standing
Nah,
up.
go ahead. Now let me see. Get your
I'm
broom.
not.
Get your broom. Nah, you
I'm not
talking all
standing up.
crazy. Get your broom. Let me see your shovel technique. Nope. See? You see? You would have burnt out.
I would have been okay.
Talk to me about shoveling no snow, girl. I know how to shovel snow, man. You know what I'm
I'm from
saying?
I
Philly.
got
I know how to
clowned
shovel
for wearing
snow.
suede boots,
You
but
wore
I didn't have
suede
any other
boots.
boots.
Buggy.
Yeah, I didn't have any other boots.
Why ain't wear the high heel Tims?
Cause you made fun of me. You made fun of me.
Yo, man, if I walked up to the shovel place and I'm like, okay, like you four got this section, and it was y'all three, I'm quitting, bro. Fuck that. They ain't about to set me up. I gotta shovel the whole
That's
thing.
crazy.
Man, I see it.
Why
Y'all would
you
have been
just
y'all would
saying
have been
that?
complaining. I see it now, man. It's cold out here.
Used to work at Purdue.
You got fired.
No, I didn't get fired. I quit.
No, you quit after they fired you.
No, I quit because I was
Nah,
tired working at a chicken
no,
plant.
I know what you did,
Anyway,
Shaw.
I worked at Purdue
Nah, I know what you
pulling
did though.
pulling tenderloins. That's hard work. I
I
couldn't
know what
shovel
you
snow.
did. Pause. I know what you did. I ain't want this job anyway. That ain't you quitting. That's you getting fired. I know.
I never got fired from Purdue.
All
That's
right, tell me what
crazy.
had happened though.
What had happened was I
Yeah.
was tired of going to the chicken plant.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, this isn't the life for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I quit after I got my money to get me a car. This was back in 2016.
Where's the car at?
I don't know where that car at.
You don't know where it is at all?
And now I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I wrecked it or what. It happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, you got fired. I'm gonna call down there and see.
Definitely could be rehired. Never got
There's
fired.
not
But
that
okay.
many sortiers, so I'm gonna be able to say her name and be like, boy, let me tell you. That's how y'all talk.
They're gonna be like, oh yeah, time to come back. We done raised the price up. We getting paid $19 now.
Word? At the chicken plant?
At the chicken plant. They making money
That
down there in the
that's one thing
country.
I always thought, man. that country living is a sad. It's just like it just make you feel sad.
It do.
It like everybody end up at the chicken plant or like something like the pig farm. It's just like, you know what? You know what replaced that? TSA.
Oh no, people go to the shipyard.
Ship in Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they make the real good money over there.
Yo, was Trump wrong
With
when he
what?
said black job? Like TSA is a black job, pretty much. I actually get a little bit like I get confused when I see like a white person. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Not with
Like,
you.
I see
is it a black
majority
job?
white people. I see majority white people working at TSA.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really see that many black people unless you
All
in like
black
a black
people.
area. Like if you go to Atlanta, yeah, you won't see a lot of niggas.
Right, but any other airport,
Everywhere.
I see white people
Shit, I
majority of
was
the
just
time,
saying.
and then even still, like up at Hartsfield, I see there's white people still there. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
there's a few, but I get perturbed. I'm just saying, like, you see black people everywhere. LaGuardia, easily. Atlanta, easily. IH, Hobby, easily. Las Vegas, yes. Real shit. Mississippi,
Hmm.
yes.
Mississippi got an airport. Let me
Yo,
stop.
Cause
it
I'm
does. Well,
like,
it's you got to take a time machine, so it really got a teleportation. You got to go back 30 years to go to Mississippi.
I'm a little confused because
They had 2 water fountains, Cali. Aaliyah, they had 2 water fountains. Don't ask me why. You heard?
Only 2.
Well, right next to each other.
One of them said colored. That's what he's saying.
Oh no.
One of the water fountains said colored people.
DCA, all black. BWI, all black. Yeah, Philly, all black.
that just means we could get government jobs. So
So it's a black job?
it's an easy government job. So,
So what are you saying? Talk your shit.
we gonna go. It's an easy government job. Why not? And you get
So it's
benefits.
easy. That's the determining factor.
I'm gonna
I
have to
mean,
call
it's
my
not that
cousin.
much. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not like really labor intensive.
What you saying?
I don't know. When I was
Lazy?
at
Thank you,
when I was at
sunshine.
EWR, it was mostly white people.
Who was you at?
Jersey, the Jersey airport.
EWR Newark is black for sure.
No, but when I went through TSA, I saw a majority
You don't remember.
white people and a Mexican sprinkled in here and
Why would
there.
you fly
And the black people,
into Newark to go upstate?
because it's cheaper. You can
Hmm.
catch the train.
Okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. So it is a black job because it's easy sought
I ain't say that.
and not laborious. So what you saying?
I'm just saying we getting in where we fit in. It's a government job. So if they
Step
hiring
off of
and
the
we can get
trap
in
door,
there,
Sadia.
we going.
What you think, Aliyah? Is it a black job?
Yeah, if it's a black job. If there's black people there, it's a black job.
Okay. So is IT a Asian job?
Yeah, if it's a lot of them, right? I feel like it depends on if it depends on who predominantly like fill those fields, I guess, or
All right. So
like
let
who
me
does
ask
those
you.
jobs.
Car washing. What type of job is that?
I be seeing like, well, we know who be in the cleaning fields and things of that nature, so that's what I be seeing.
Who that?
I was about to say you ain't say nothing. The
We need.
Mexicans.
The
That's
Hispanics,
racist.
Oh, my bad.
they
Hispanics.
like to clean. They be
They like to
landscape.
clean or they clean?
They be
God
cleaning. They
damn.
like to clean.
Y'all racist as hell. Okay. Let me think. Okay, so cutting grass. What color job is that?
Dang, about 15 years ago, I would have
Landscaping,
said Mexican, but
landscape.
I don't know no
That
more.
yeah, that is like it's the melting pot. You see a little black, you see a little Hispanic, you see a little Caucasian. Now I ain't never see an Asian. Like the Oriental, I ain't never see them cut nobody
That's a fact.
grass.
The Orientals.
Oriental or racist slur. Okay, so okay, so you said Charlie don't be there. Okay, so who? So you saying that grass cut or what landscaping is a Latino
It's a
job?
brown job. It's a brown job. It's a brown job.
Y'all
It
gonna
could
get in
be
trouble.
black or it could be Mexican.
Y'all gonna get in trouble. Okay. Damn. Okay. Scamming. What color job is that?
You already know.
It's an African job.
You already
Jesus Christ,
know.
man. Y'all
You
niggas.
already know we busting on cards.
Somebody come report these niggas, man.
We busting on
ASAP.
cards. Damn.
Drug dealing.
Oh, that's a a
That's an
melting pot.
Italian job.
It's a melting pot.
It's an ethnic white job.
Oh man. Y'all ain't right, man. Coco, what's popping?
Hey y'all. Hey
Hey,
ladies.
Coco.
We're just kicking it,
Hi.
man. These Negroes over here, Coco, boy, they done stereotyped everybody, man.
I think
Hey.
I think you started it.
I didn't say anything. I asked a question. Thank
You
you.
know what?
Look, I told y'all to get off the trap, take 2 steps to the left and get off of the trap door. And I ended up standing up on it with y'all.
Man, bro, my racism card gonna get revoked, man. I ain't on y'all level, man. Jesus Christ. What, Coco? What was that about? What?
Nothing. Mum's the word.
Perfect. Damn, man. Hit the like button. Excuse me. Aaron with the $2. Congrats, Brody. Now you can retire like Floyd. That's a fact, bro. What's his name? OG Goody was popping. Who's OG Goody in the building? Became a member. Appreciate you, Ak. Hope all is well. Welcome to the family, man. Escobar, what up, Ak? He said, I apologize, Aki. I couldn't make the joint. Way to bring the crown home. Yo, man. Salute. I'm gonna play the music for y'all a little later. I want to get it popping, man. Everybody good?
What music? You keep on talking about
Quick
me.
question.
Like this. Go ahead, Kelsey.
So what happened with the second fight? You spooked them with the first fight and niggas ain't want to show up or something?
Paperwork. The paperwork is really, really important. Like, you got to have everything in, from weigh-ins to cleanliness, like all of it. So, and each day is its own day, So,
Okay,
I think that
so
anybody who even willing to sign up, and this person have 4 fights, so I'm not gonna put, you know what I mean? There ain't no jackets, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But, I think confidently I would have had the same outcomes, But yeah, man, it was exciting, man. The best part was just looking at everybody cheering. That shit was like amazing, So
Did it
salute.
knock your focus, or were you able to still focus with hearing all the applause?
Yeah, no, I have a lot of experience with crowds, a little bit, like DJing, playing football in college, So the crowd thing I'm kind of accustomed to. Sorry, let me clarify. When I watched it back, Coco, that impacted me the most. Like everybody cheering like that. And it was different from football because I have teammates, literally is me and the guy, you know. So I make a good play in football. It's like good job, but somebody else did something to allow me to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always somebody else kind of doing the thing, you know. So, but nah, it was good, man. And they was pumped up. Like homeboy, who usually be really like quiet, he was yelling, had his fist balled up and shit, you know. Um, Everybody was going crazy. Dr. G was standing up. Miss Parker was standing up. You know what I'm saying? Mahogany was standing up. Boy said he's scared of there was people cheering for me that didn't even know me. Like just because they got the energy. I had like homeboy, how many
Yeah, they
people would
said
you
you
say
had the
we had
biggest
there? Like
support.
40? Huh?
Oh yeah, they were saying in the Discord that you had the most people that was there to support you. That's dope.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I think I might have had, 30 people maybe. I'll say 30, you know. Arnold, Fat Boy, he had his girl with him. Fat Boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I had a lot of people. My wife was there.
Nigga
It was
Ed popped up.
Ed popped up, Sporties, all my boys from DC. Like, it was, yeah, yeah, man. It was good. It was good. Yeah, man.
That's what's
When
up.
the only thing on the footage, so I like to come out the corner like really, really fast and it kind of get cut off in the footage a little bit. But the guy who I fought, he's like, nobody ever come out the corner that fast. I like to get to the middle first, let you know we're gonna fight right here or not. You're gonna be up against these ropes. So it was good, man. It was good, man. Salute, salute. How y'all feeling, man? I got a little cold. All
Ooh.
right.
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
You got the
I'm
Vicks
having
vapor
a
rub?
raindrop.
No, I got some Benadryl and yeah, whatever else. Yeah, homeboy said I got like 30 or 40. Yeah, it was good. That shit was beautiful, man. Beautiful. Hit the like button. Let's get it popping. So this phrasing, I don't know who came up with it first, but I first heard it from one of the OGs named John Henry. You, Callie, might know, Coco, you might know, but you can't protect what you can't correct. The first time I heard it was from John Henry. John Henry is a Gen Xer, I think, but he's 53 years old. And he's saying, provision and protection are a moot point if the person that you need or want to give those things to can't be corrected. We've been consistent on conversing about modus operandi, disposition, and how women show up in the earth. A lot of times masculinity seems to be in question, especially as we get technology and advances, right? How men show up seems to be almost minimized, right? Because power and prowess seems to be kind of, minimized in a lot of conversation, like it's less important. You know, Money matters so much, and now with technological advances and opportunities, money seems to be like equalized. Even though we understand that there's a gap, and the gap has been justified or not in many different ways. That's still an ongoing conversation. You know, if I have to prove that I'm a leader, you know, if I have to prove to you that I can lead you, right? And you can question it whenever you see fit. And then good quality leadership is subjective. People don't like pushback. People want people to usually agree. And oftentimes when people are agreed with, that's when people start to comply. But when the disagreements come, we start to see people start to misalign. And so when he said, "When you can't protect what you can't correct," I'm thinking based on the disposition that we communicate about so often, it's going to be very difficult or close to impossible for the women to get the protection from the men if this statement is seen to be true, and then we see it in a lot of our behaviors. One, do you guys agree with this statement? And two, what do you guys think about the sentiment of the statement? Do you think this is true? You can't protect what you can't correct. Let's go true or false, then we come around. Saw it,
I feel like it's true.
Callie,
True.
Aaliyah,
True.
Coco.
True.
True statement. So,
Yeah.
do you think that because let me ask you guys another question. Is protection to be provided for women by men in your estimation? Saw it?
Should.
Saw it?
I'm 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 trying. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Um, I guess. Yeah.
Men should give protection to women.
Oh yeah, they should.
Cal,
Yes.
Aaliyah,
Yes.
Coco.
Yes.
Okay. Based on the current landscape, and you know we're assessing our people 99% of the time, right? Do I have to say that at this
Mhm.
point? Do you guys think most women qualify for said protection? Saw it?
I do.
Cal,
Yes.
Aaliyah,
No.
Coco?
No.
Damn. Now, if you cursed, would you have said hell no? Okay. I
Yes.
heard a little bit of umph there, you know? All right. So, Coco, let's open the floor. Why don't you believe, and I'm saying believe because of the etymology of the word, right? Why most women don't qualify for said protection? Relly was good.
Because most women don't want to be corrected and rebel against correction. So if you're not going to allow yourself to be subject to be corrected, then no, you shouldn't be protected. Or at
Okay.
least, yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that.
Okay. So you're saying they don't want to be corrected. So how can you protect that? I guess it's simply based on the statement. Are there any other reasons why you think they may not qualify, or is that the only reason you need?
Yeah, that really is. I mean, because to be corrected shows that you're able to be self-accountable, that you're able to submit, that you're able to admit that you're wrong and that you need direction. Um, so if you can't do those things, how can you be protected?
Do you think most men qualify for submission?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It definitely is. No.
Mm.
Answer the for.
It's a broadcast.
I'm sorry, when you say most, like 50 out of 50?
I'm saying more than 51%.
I'll say yes.
Okay. Okay. What makes you say yes?
Because most people are average. Most people are at the same level. So if I take an average man and an average woman, then yes, she should be able to fall under his leadership or correction. Because it's not that she knows much better than him. If they're at the
Hmm.
same level, then naturally men are in more leadership positions than women.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Saw.
I'm just confused because how is most people average and most men and women are on the same playing field? So if most men are or should be able to get submission, then that also states that most women should be able to comply. So it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, when I mean most people are average, I mean most people are average intelligence, make average salary. Um, uh, in terms of morality or integrity, it's, most people do good and bad. That's just on average. Then you have
So
a few
on
people that are
average, if most
exceptional.
men are able, so on average, if you say that this requires submission because this is what average people do, then that also states that women are able to submit and that they are able to give correction and that they do require and can get that protection from the man because they are at the same level playing field that you
Well,
state.
they are able to. If they do it is another question. I think that is the issue. Because if they
Okay, so
were
that's
if
my
they
issue
did,
that most men aren't able to be they're not able to get the submission
well, I'll
because
say this.
they don't require they don't have what they need to provide it.
I think most women rebel against men in authority, especially now because we have the freedom to. And it takes, because we fight against our nature, I believe so. That causes us to not want to submit and to comply under a man. And so when that happens, it's not that we don't have the ability to, we just choose not to for most women.
Okay.
So you think that
Like
that the majority of women should submit to the majority of men, just off GP?
Yes, I do.
And you,
like a girl, like
What does a man
I
need? What
like
does a man need
okay.
for a woman to submit to him? Like, what's the qualifiers for a woman submitting to a man?
That's a good. Hey, Leah, do that. You have your headphones in?
Yes.
Yeah, use your phone like last time.
Okay.
Because your it's not bad, but it's better when you just use your phone. And you got a little bit of delay, but it sounds like just you actually don't have a delay. I think it's just your camera does.
Hello. You can hear me?
Yeah. Yep. So Aaliyah's question was what? Go ahead, Leah. Ask it again.
What's the qualifiers for like a woman submitting to a man? Like, what do women need from a man for them to submit?
You tell me.
Well,
What did your man do for you to submit to him?
he's just my man.
Oh, okay.
So like,
so all it take was a dick. Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know what you mean. Like you said,
I'm asking you to answer the question that you just asked us. So what
but
does your
like,
man do
why I gotta
to
answer my
get you?
question? I'm just trying
Because
to.
I just want to hear your answer. What did your man do that you felt like you wanted to be the submissive lady?
He's just my man. Like, I don't know. Like, he's just my man. Like, because we're together.
So because
I'm
if we
assuming.
give you that answer, Leah, you're going to tell us that it's not sufficient.
Well, can you answer it first, and then I'll tell you
No,
my
I would
response
like
to
to
what.
hear your response because you always
Yeah.
hear our response. So I would love to hear your response to the question. So what did
But
your
it's
man
not.
do to get you to submit? It's a simple question, just like you asked us the simple question.
I answered you though. I already answered you. I said because
Oh, so
he's
he
my
was just your
man.
Oh,
man.
because he
Okay.
was just a man.
So my answer
Because
to
he's
my
my man.
question, the answer to my question is he was my man.
No, she doesn't. She agrees with Coco. So she agrees that most men qualify for submission in the same guise as what Coco said. So if you disagree, what would be how would a man qualify? Like the men that you say are in the minority, what do they do in your estimation that qualifies them for submission? Saw it or Callie?
Bobby and my man.
Yeah, he just my man. I'm gonna submit. It's that simple, right?
Well, is it, or do you think it's more substantive than that?
I mean,
Because
Obviously,
that was
but
Aaliyah's.
I think
I
the
like to hear
biggest
what the
thing,
experts think.
Well,
and
real
that's
quick,
what
that was Aaliyah's answer. What's your answer?
No, I'm
Exactly.
being
But
facetious.
Yeah.
I would like to hear their answer, the expert's answer, since you know
I'm trying to learn
majority of the
tonight. I'm
men
trying to learn tonight,
establish the.
ladies.
Yeah, I'm a student.
Well, let me ask you a question. What would a man have to do for you, Saud, for him to qualify for your submission? What does he look like?
I answered it. Be my man,
Well,
yeah.
because they believe the majority of the men qualify for it just by being men. But do you disagree with that statement?
So I think it takes a man to be a leader. I don't think most men are naturally leaders, not in this day and time. So I think that's the most important thing. I don't think most men have a solid um a solid basis of foundations of like morals and principles that they really stick to and they live by. That's one thing for me. So yeah, that's two for me. Got a couple other people up here.
Okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Do these things have to be had by both parties, or does a man just have to have those traits?
I feel like both parties needs to have it.
Okay, okay. So you're saying the men don't have standards, nor are they natural leaders, therefore they don't qualify for submission. Yes, is my summary good or fair?
Do that came to my mind.
No,
But
I'm saying I'm summarizing what you said. That's fair. What I said.
that's fair.
Okay, Callie, what say you?
Definitely standards, principles, follow through, vision. You gotta know where you're going. Where am I following to? And you don't even know where you're going. I'm following
Okay,
you where. You know what I'm
okay, uh huh,
saying?
okay,
Integrity is
okay,
a big one for me.
okay. So he had to be
Um,
honest with himself.
mhm. Hmm?
He has to be honest with himself.
Yes, honest with himself first. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't even be honest with me.
Okay, okay. I got a follow up question, but I'm gonna hold it because Coco want to say something. Then we'll get Krishana in. Krishana was goody.
Hey Krishana.
Hey y'all.
That's good. Coco, do you remember what you were trying to interject?
Yes. I think
But
most men are raised to know that they need to be in a position of leadership, like to take care of a family, to know that it's on them, that burden falls on them. I said years ago when I got married that men take marriage more seriously than women because there's more of an onus on them. I think women stick to the fantasy of what marriage is, and men know, okay, I'm gonna have to take care of this woman, I'm gonna have to put my life on the line, generally speaking. And I think in the current age, women aren't taught what it means to be in a relationship or under submission to a man. Women are taught that a man should cater to their needs, their wants, and if he doesn't do that, then he's no good. And if he messes up, he's no good, and he should be thrown away. And most women be with a man that does it that does not show good leadership. But they choose that man because it gives them an excuse to leave him and say, well, he didn't possess leadership qualities, so I should leave him.
How would
I have a
how would
question.
either of them know what leadership is if they ain't got no leader in the house?
That's a good point. I think so. This is what I see happening. I see that, especially boys growing up, if a boy grows up with a man in the house, that man is telling him, this is what you should do. This is how she act. This is how she should treat your mother, your sisters, women, blah, blah, blah. And then boys who don't grow up with that, either through society norms or growing up with these boys, see like, hey, these boys kind of act kind of different. I know I'm doing my thing, especially when they get into high school and up. Like, I'm doing these things, but I'm seeing how older men and or certain men, especially if they're in sports and stuff, act and how they're supposed to be. Now, I recognize that, but because I didn't grow up with that, there might be a conflict. They may not generally know how to, but they know that that is what they should do. They choose to do it. For some that didn't grow up with their fathers and are led by women ran households, will be a bit difficult. But I know that, well, I suspect that either way, in either position, they generally know, and the world will tell them that this is what your role is. This is what you should
Right, but
do.
they don't. But you, yeah, but you just say they don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
She's saying that the society helps mold the mandates of the societal norms that exist. So they'll be around men, and society will tell them what their role is and what they need to accomplish. Right? Society has a way of
Mhm.
forcing men in those particular roles because of the expectations put upon men. Is their basic sentiment. I wanted to ask a
Mhm.
question, Saad. Is it
Okay.
congruent your statement? So if you're saying, right, because when you were asking Coco, um, if the men are average and the women are average, then it's that, right?
hmm
So if the men are unqualified, does that also mean that the women are unqualified for protection?
hmm if we all on the same playing field, correct.
Do you agree?
I do.
So you retract your initial women do or don't deserve protection.
I don't reject that. We do deserve protection, bottom line. Now, as far as the qualifications, I don't know. What are the qualifications for protection?
Okay, so it's not congruent then. So
Oh
because
no.
you were saying it had to be an agreement, what Coco was saying, and so by proxy, if you're holding her to that standard, you would hold yourself to the same standard. In
Yeah.
which, if the men are unqualified, then the women don't qualify.
Yeah, but I don't like I see the logic, but I don't get it because I don't know, maybe it went over my head.
So you feel like women just off just off GP reasons deserve protection just because.
Crimson, what's up? Go ahead. Sorry, Leah.
No, because what I'm getting from what Saad is saying is that she feels like women should just automatically get protection, just just off it. So whether we qualify or not, we should just be protected. Period.
When it comes to protection, I don't think that it's I don't think it's a I don't understand what the qualification is. Like when I think about protection, I think about kids, elders, and women. So it's like when we talk about these qualifications for protection, it's like women are like the most unprotected class. So I'm confused with you're shaking your head for what? Like what don't you agree with?
I don't agree that women are the most unprotected.
Oh, okay.
I believe that there's systems in place in the government to protect women.
No,
I
ma'am.
believe that most men, if they see a woman in a dire situation, would protect women. I don't think that women are just left out. I think the women who are left out are women who constantly rebel against men and put themselves in compromising situations more times than not.
That just pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Because for you to live in 2026 and feel like women are just so protected and we could just walk outside and nothing like no, we're
I didn't
every
say
time
that.
that we walk, you basically did. Every time you said that there's laws in place that basically protects us and that if we're acting out of character or whatever your terms is, we're the ones to blame for this whatever protection that we don't get. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
I didn't say acting out of character. I'm saying putting yourself in compromising
And
situations.
what would be those compromising situations?
Um,
To be a human and
talking.
go outside?
No, not that. Physically uh, attacking a man,
Like
being out in crazy hours of the night where violence and harmful people lie, that's putting yourself in a precarious situation that you
That's
don't have
living.
to.
That's living life. So you're
No,
telling
I'm
me
not. I'm not.
no, it is living life. So you're telling me if I have a job that I have to go to, and God forbid it is at the wee hours of the night, that I'm putting myself in danger because I have to go and work.
You are
Yeah. Why
increasing
you
your
working at wee
risk.
hours of the night though? Like, but why are you working at?
Oh,
Why are you working that late though?
Leah,
Because
Leah, can
I'm
you hear?
getting it. I'm
Wait,
getting
wait,
it where
wait,
I
wait,
fit
wait,
in.
wait, wait, wait. I don't know,
Sorry.
because at times, no, it's good. At times, people on the phones can't hear everybody. Aaliyah, can you hear everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a bit of a delay. Go out and come back in because we need that question that you asked in the middle of the conversation, but just you got a little bit of the delay, just a little bit.
Okay.
Coco was responding. Do you remember what you responded to, Coco?
Yes. So again, like if you are working in the nighttime, you know that your guard and your defense need to
You know
be
what
up more than if you were working during the day. That's not to say that that you're intentionally looking for harm. That's just to say you're in increased risk because more violent activity and crimes happen at night.
And I understand that, but for me to just be in this destitute state and not live my life because of the nighttime or stuff, it's like no, that I don't see where like yeah, okay, it's night, things happen at night. Okay, I understand that, but we're negating the fact that even in broad daylight, the same stuff can occur, and
She's
it does
speaking on
happen.
probability.
And I'm speaking on the fact that women go outside, they get raped, murdered, and killed every day. Inside their house, outside their house. Like we're always going to be a center focus for an attack. And that's just what it is.
More,
We
but
are
more men,
easy, we're
more
easy
men died.
target
More men die than women from violence.
because y'all kill each other.
Well,
And
but
while y'all
you're
kill each other, then y'all kill us.
real quick. You're making a point that you can't substantiate, right? With the numbers, right? So they track murder, death, kill, right? That's not something that we need to speculate, right? So I think your point is women should not have a risk night or daytime, right? So what was the point of focusing on the night specifically? Like what made that point valid? Why did Coco go to the night?
I forgot.
Coco, why did you focus on the night specifically?
Oh, I'm sorry, because Sadia made mention about if she works at night or she works during the nighttime, then does it mean that she should be more at risk for to be attacked or something? Please,
But I think you said something prior to that for me to say that.
Okay. Yeah, well that's so what she's saying is there's more crime at night. So susceptibility is the probability is just there.
Oh, and I
You
think
always saying go ahead, sorry. I'm trying to clarify why that was even brought
yeah,
up.
and I think the reason you said that is because I said that women put themselves in precarious situations to not be protected. And then you brought up, well, what if I have a job that's, late at night? I think that's how
Oh
that
yeah,
level.
that is how it went. And then you said, well, I shouldn't have. I think Aaliyah or one of y'all said that why would I get a job? And I said, because I get it how I live. If that's the job that is going to hire me, why wouldn't I not take the job?
No, and I didn't mention that you shouldn't have that job. I'm just saying that you are more vigilant because you have a job that's at nighttime. Did I misspeak? Like you are more vigilant, right? Like you're not going to be you are going to be more vigilant during night than you are during the day.
Well, to a certain extent, I agree with. However, what I was taught growing up is that, you know what I'm saying, you keep your keys, like back when we had keys and we didn't have the little touch button thing, you keep your keys in between your fingers like this and you grip it walking to the car, whether it's day or night. You keep your head on the swivel, whether it's day or night. You check your back seat before you get in the car, whether it's day or night. probability, nighttime, I agree with you on that. But yeah, I was taught to be vigilant, period.
Okay,
Because you are going to be more susceptible, period.
that's fair. Okay, let me do this. Let me get Alexis and Krishana first. Sorry. Y'all see the question, y'all hear the conversation. What you guys think?
Ask me the question again because I did hear a lot of
You-
commentary and things like that. I want to make sure that I
Okay.
answer the right thing and then ask for
Okay.
context if
I
I
got you.
need it.
I got you. I got you. You can't protect what you can't correct, right? It was simply stated that women have an issue with being corrected and by proxy can't be protected. Sword and Callie, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, they were saying that yes, women qualify for protection. And most men don't qualify for submission. Coco said that men qualify for submission because they're men. Aaliyah seemingly agreed, but she didn't get a full thought per se. Aaliyah then asked, what does a man look like that does qualify for submission? Her question was answered with a question. She answered and said, oh, because she was asked, what makes you submit to him? And she said, he's a man. And then Callie made a joke about, oh, because he got something swinging between his legs. And then it was kind of a facetious answer after that from Callie. And then so Saad was kind of going on about what you just heard when you popped in.
Okay. So the first thing, you can't protect what you can't correct. I agree with that. Um, because if you try to correct someone about something that could potentially save their life and they don't agree with you on it or they don't follow the directive, then they won't be protected. Um, do I believe the next question was, do women qualify for protection? Can you provide me just a little bit more context in regard to that? Yeah.
No. That was all the
No, you
context
cannot.
they had when they
Okay.
answered. Yeah, they answered the same. I just asked it straight
Okay.
out. What'd you
No,
think?
no worries. Do women qualify for protection? And this is the women's point of view.
Yes.
So I'm just going to speak specifically to women, even though I would say the same thing for someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, women qualify for protection. Why not?
Okay. Okay.
And I believe the third question was, do men deserve submission?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you for more context in that regard, so I'm just going to come from what I believe. If you are in a relationship with a man, I believe there should be submission there. And I believe I answered all three questions.
Do you think most men are leaders?
Do I believe that most men are leaders? You asked me, do I think most men are leaders?
Mm-hmm. It's a
At a
broadcast.
certain age, yes.
Like
At a
the
certain age,
average
I
age
do.
marrying. So let's say the average marrying age, 29 through 31.
I'm gonna go on the higher end of 31, and that's pushing it.
So at 31, we
Yes, I
do.
believe they would be. I believe that they would be more fit for leadership roles at 31. When men are much younger, they still have things that they want to do and they want to get out, so they might not necessarily be ready to be a full leader and lead in full capacity. Not because they can't do it. I just don't think that their desire to lead at a younger age would not be there, if that makes any
Okay.
sense.
I understand it. Okay.
Okay.
Lex, what up?
What's happening? Howdy.
What's shaking? What you think?
I was over here trying to think of how I should word this. Women qualify for protection. Men qualify for submission. What was the third thing?
So
Um,
women qualify as a
Mhm.
whole for protection.
As a whole, yes. As the like almost like a job interview, you show up, we all may qualify, but then going through the phases, we may not get it. So that's how
Okay.
I think about it.
So you're saying that by proxy of being a woman, she meets the criteria,
Yeah. And the same thing
and
with the men.
by proxy of being a man, he meets the criteria.
Yes.
Based on the prompt, you can't
Hmm.
protect what you can't correct. Do most women still qualify for protection?
Most. Hmm.
So broadcast.
I'm going off of most as being more than 51%. Yes.
So most women qualify for protection. And
Yes.
we're speaking of our people. You know that. Obviously, you know that.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. And most men qualify for submission.
Yes.
Do you think most men are leaders?
Um, Based off of more than 51%. Yes.
Do you think most women are cooperative?
In this time, no.
Yet and still most qualify for protection.
Yes. Like I said, the qualifier as being a
No, I'm
woman.
saying once we dig past the simple criteria, now we're in the minutia of her resume.
Hmm.
You're saying that on her resume, most
Hmm.
women have uncooperative on their resume, but those women still should get the job as it pertains to protection.
Because she might have some other qualifiers that could even it out. But yes.
Okay. So she has other qualifiers like what that I would look past that when trying to hire her. Because for me, who actually I hire people,
Hmm.
if on the resume it said uncooperative, it's 100% guarantee I'm not hiring that person.
Right.
Right? Just me, right? Because I'm a stickler too. Like I don't be playing, you know.
Yeah.
But if he's like, oh yeah, I don't really listen. I'm like, oh, but you can hang up TVs. No, that's not gonna work for me. I just go hang the TVs.
Yeah.
But what can be a qualifier that was like, oh, uncooperative, but this is dope.
That ass though. That ass though. And she might could cook. And simple direction. Simple direction. Like go get that. She can go get that. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Now you might get a little back lip if you like, hey yo, this over here gonna cost us this amount, and she like, well, I want that over there. You know, that might be a little finagle, and she might give you some lip, but that ass though, when y'all get home, and she gonna make some good pork chops, gravy on the side.
Okay. So you're saying that you would deal with a woman that was uncooperative, but she was pretty.
A lot of men do.
Huh? No,
If
no.
they
I'm
cooperative,
asking you, does she qualify in that instance?
I mean, yes. 'Cause you know that there's that gray area. Like we can sit here all day and be like, oh, yeah,
Okay. Damn, I just wonder what does that do to the women that ain't pretty.
that ass though, and she gonna make a large. You gonna get the big piece of chicken, and she's cooperative.
No, if she ain't pretty, man, she gonna be used for sex because she got an ass.
Man, stop it, cause I know. What is it like? I'm showing my age. What was it? It wasn't Raw.
If you got one example that you can barely remember, you're gonna prove the point, not disprove it.
No, I'm saying like Eddie Murphy. Which one was the purple suit? Was it Delirious or Raw? No, it's Delirious, right?
Hilarious.
Purple suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was
What
like
year is this?
80s. After I think either a few years before you was born or after. But anyway, so he was saying he was like you be walking past and you be like how she get there? And he was like how she get with him? And he was like you know how she got with him. You see some that you just don't understand, but we know how. It's not a lot, but it happens and it gives her hope.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she getting fucked, but I understand it though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ham, the question that wasn't answered about the qualities that
Sure.
would make someone to submit or make a woman to submit. Can I answer that?
Yes.
So I believe, and what my standard was is someone who was reliable, someone who was trustworthy, someone who had a heart for people and community, who was good with children, and a man of God, a man who could submit to a power outside of himself.
That's the
And
man
it
I'm
didn't hurt
qualified.
that my husband's good looking. So, I mean, with all of that, that's what made me, in my mind, be like, yep, he's it. And I knew it pretty soon after we met because I'm a good, I can see I'm a good marker of character.
So why you was giving
So
him so much smoke in the beginning?
rebellion, just growing, letting that boss woman, I need to be, you know, director and I have my master's and all that stuff, get to me.
Gotcha.
And when I became pregnant the first time and my son died, that's when like the scales fell off my eyes. Like, oh, this is just a scam from the beginning. This is a setup. All this, clocking in, coming in, not listening to my body because I need to show up and be this director. It wasn't worth it at the end. So
Yeah. Damn. Okay. So I gotta ask this question, right? Is sex an equal exchange?
It
Equal exchange
should
for
be.
what?
For
It
what?
should be.
Sex. So
For
like
for what?
vagina for penis, is it equal exchange?
Hell
For
no.
who? For who? For
For the
who?
what do you mean?
I mean, for who? Like for
I'm
a
saying
man and a
equal.
woman?
Yes, for you think I'm talking about homosexual sex?
I'm just verifying here. I'm just
Okay, but
clarifying.
you know me and I ain't talking about the homosexual sex,
Because
right?
y'all always say that. And we
No, I
always
asked a
tell
question. I'm asking a question.
okay.
Is it an equal exchange? Men and women having sex?
No.
Sometimes. Most
Answer my
times.
question. Yeah, most times, yeah, I'm just me
Most
asking.
times.
Yeah, it's generally speaking, is sex an equal exchange? What do
Generally,
women think?
no.
Callie, what do you
Yes.
think?
I think yes.
Leah say yes. Callie said no. That's a no.
No.
Coco,
yes.
Krishona.
Now, that's a loaded question, Ham. And
Exactly.
the reason why I say it's a loaded question, I'm going to answer it, is because the act of doing it, because you're doing the same motions, is equal. But what you receive and give may not necessarily be equal. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
That's why I said it's a loaded
You
question.
receive and give. Well, loaded question would be something where I'm assuming an answer. You see, right? I'm trying to put you in a place to where you're pigeonholed, right? This is a conversation that's
You know what?
happening
I'm
so
sorry.
often, right? So I'm saying, is sex an equal exchange? You're saying by
No.
proxy of penis going in vagina, right? And they're both reproductive
It would be.
organs. Technically, yes, that's the equal. I
It
think we're
wouldn't say.
talking about the
Yes. Yeah.
value or whatever the case is, right? The pleasure, I think maybe
Okay.
you're leaning towards.
That's what I was meaning when I said loaded. So that's what I meant by loaded.
Yeah, but only thing about loaded is it puts the onus on me is though I'm putting you in a trick bag. You're
Oh no, I don't feel like
saying
that. I think you're good. I would never try to play you like that, him. I think that you
no,
asked
I'm just telling you
great
that's the
questions.
connotation of loaded. You see, not I don't think you
Oh,
have
okay.
a
Okay. I
malicious
see.
meaning or intent, but if they be like, oh,
No.
this person asked me a loaded question, they trying to hit me with a honeybee. That's all.
Mm.
But you're saying
the
women don't always climax while men do. Is that like the cut and dry?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I
okay.
was meaning.
So okay, so I
I,
understand, and I
But the
think that
acting
that's what
itself,
Shauna.
was
I
on the
think that
same
that's what
page.
most people pivot to about the release or lack thereof, which
Okay.
makes it equal or not equal. So I
Okay.
yeah,
understand your point though,
I'm
but yes,
talking
by
about
proxy of sex, you need two to tango. So yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
but
just by
every
proxy of
woman can
sex.
have sex,
Yeah,
so it's not an equal exchange.
just by proxy of sex, it's an equal exchange, but the consequences and the aftermath is definitely not. I'm just like, at its core, right? Slanging, excuse my language, y'all know. Blame my daddy, got a potty mouth. Slanging dick ain't the same as slanging pussy. Okay, it's
It
not.
ain't.
It's just not.
text.
Callie, I love you.
Go
You
ahead,
know
Lex.
damn well there ain't no equal exchange. Even by proxy with the shit over the shit, it ain't. It ain't. Every girl ain't coming on her first time. Every girl ain't coming on their fifth time. Like, so it's not equal. So okay.
Getting tonight.
What? Let me ask you a question. What more submissive position are you in than during sex with a man? Is there anything more? It seems like the ultimate submission, especially if you're not even getting nothing for it, as you guys say all the time.
Mhm.
It's a broadcast.
Okay, so all right. I understand your point, right? And I agree to a certain extent. However, someone holding your life in their hands, I think is the ultimate submission. Like my whole life, like its entirety. My life is in your hands. Is I think it's more than just getting some dick.
I don't think you really like saying something.
I
Um,
I believe in
so
you,
I
All
just
Callie.
right,
wonder.
him,
Let me just
whatever.
say, I'm just saying, Kelly. I I just wonder, right? You let men go inside you, sweat on top of you, burp, fart, fucking come inside, all types of shit. And now I really want to understand this logic because
Mhm.
it's not equal. You're not getting nothing from it, right? Every time y'all respond to that question, y'all be like, nigga, please. But yet and still you keep letting niggas do it. And
because
now we hold on. And now we draw the line at submitting to a man while in a relationship. But a
so
nigga can hit your cervix as many times until he get tired. I really want us to reconcile this for real. Seriously. Like we need
Okay,
to help each other through this.
newsflash, hurting the cervix hurts. But whatchamacallit, I feel like, I'm saying feel on purpose. I feel like somebody having your life in their hands. Wow, okay. So if I can control whether and how much of an impact that has on me while having sex, right? Because I mean, aftermath of having sex, you could have a kid that can affect your life, right? But I can control that piece of it. Okay, I can control that piece of it. Like, okay, I can make you wear a condom. I can be on birth control, whatever, like that. So I can control that piece of it, that aftermath of it. But submitting to somebody or whatever, like that, in a relationship, in a marriage, and that person holding your life in their hands is a different level because I have less control in that after the fact. Like I have the
You're
initial
not
control as far as who I choose, sure, right?
Callie.
Okay, all right. My bad.
You
I
don't
had
have
like
to.
3 lemon drops. All right, just
Okay, but you're
bear with
saying
me.
marrying somebody. I'm asking you, right? There's fluid exchange, pH balance. You and then the next day, right? Because y'all seem to be so careless with the vagina. Your vagina smell like a hamburger
That's
because a nigga
crazy.
knocked your pH balance in the second field, in the right field.
Right, but the pH balance can be corrected after a certain amount of time. Okay.
But I'm saying the submissive aspect, right? How do we justify in a relationship being uncooperative, but then I'm willing to cooperate with niggas and I don't know their middle name to the point where they are literally on top of me talking to y'all and inside of you. I think we always forget that part. We don't.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure, how do you reconcile no here, yes here?
Yeah, those two dots don't connect for me as far as letting somebody inside of you without knowing their middle name type shit.
Well,
So
Callie,
I'm
this
just
is the
gonna
time where
I'm gonna
yeah.
exit stage left on that.
Me
Those
too.
two dots don't connect for me. They
Yeah.
just don't.
And the hyperbole is sleeping with men when you don't know them for real, right? How long does it take to get to know somebody in you guys' estimation? Quick.
2 weeks.
6 months to a year.
Anybody else? Quick to know somebody, to trust them.
I think it takes at least, like
To
Kylie
trust
said,
them
6
and know
months to a
them.
year because motherfuckers be chameleons. So you really don't really know somebody until a year.
Yeah, and we know
Honestly.
ain't nobody waiting 6 months to have sex, so we know that's out.
But
So
that's
that's
the
what I'm
thing. When
saying.
we
I'm trying
talk
to
about
reconcile
sex,
this.
like we would like to sit here and say the higher moral standard is sex. But we have to be realistic that nowadays, sex is a mutual exchange. There is no just because the nigga fucked, it's the ultimate submission. It is a mutual submission. It is a mutual exchange. And it's just like that. So the same way that you said that the man is on top of her burping and doing all that, let's reverse it. Niggas be submissive as hell during sex. Hands, knees on, yeah.
Is it an equal exchange? You
Sorry, you
said
making my
no.
stomach hurt.
Yeah, but so here's the thing, right? You
I just thought
lied
of somebody
earlier,
sitting on
so it
somebody's
either it's
plate.
a lie or you need to reconcile it, right? So is
Mm-hmm.
sex an equal exchange, or did you misspeak earlier?
So it's an equal exchange when you're
Okay,
equally getting pleasured.
Mm.
So
you just said earlier.
It's not both.
when a man is getting a climax and then a woman is getting a climax, equal exchange. But most of the time, it's not an equal exchange. And because that woman loves that man or is in a relationship with that man or whatever the case is, she will put her pleasure aside to stroke that man's ego.
Except for your initial part was the morality isn't in sex. Sex is a dime a dozen now, so people don't even need a relationship to have sex. That was your point you just made. So now you can't conveniently put love and relationship in there because you said that don't need to exist because sex isn't a barometer for
I'm
substance
what I'm saying
and
is
morality.
it's a multi-dynamic. So there could be different levels of dynamics to why she just fucking this nigga, why she just pretending with this nigga when it comes to sex. It's multifaceted.
Okay. Yeah, most sex is casual, like you so eloquently said earlier, right? So that's the point that we're going to take because that's the point that's mostly true, right? Especially given our conduct. Whether you like it, understand it, accept it, believe it or not, you are in the most submissive position having sex with a man. So I'm trying to figure out how we choose so quickly to have sex and cooperate, but then we want to be uncooperative when we standing up. I'm asking seriously. Like we gotta
That's
reconcile
the
this. If it's
submission.
if it's bullshit, it's bullshit, right? Like we could also say we fucking up, right? We don't have
That's
to
the
stand on it for the
submission.
sake of. But I'm trying to get some edification.
I
Go
think
ahead, Olivia.
go ahead,
It's
Olivia.
that's just the submission that women want to partake in. Like
Okay.
that's just what it is. Like women want to partake in submitting to a man in the bedroom. That's what they want to do, so that's what we do. And when we don't want to submit in a relationship, so that's what we don't do. So when we given the choice to submit, we choose to submit when it's time to have sex, and because that's just what we want from men. Women just want that pleasure, but then make it seem like it's not an equal exchange because we're not equally getting pleasured as a man. But that's also a choice as well because you're choosing the man you're choosing to have sex with. So women just choose when they want to submit and when they don't want to submit. It's just a choice that women choose to make. And it's a backwards choice. I think the logic is just backwards because, like, how do you have more significance for a relationship? Something that, like, that could come and go. Like, you could break up. Like, you don't have to be together. Like, you could just leave each other. Like, that's something, life happens like that. I don't understand how you value sex more than a relation, or
Nobody
not. You
values sex
don't
more than a
value sex.
relationship.
That's what I meant. Like, you don't value sex, and you value a relationship more, but we're not in relationships more, and we're having sex more. I don't understand. Like, I think it's just backward logic, honestly.
I mean, okay, so if and that's a big if, I'm understanding you correctly, right? Um, I would say that people value a relationship more just because that is more of a long-term thing. I mean, it's easy to get somebody to fuck on you. That's not an issue. That's
Yeah,
not a
don't
problem.
belabor it though, Callie. Real quick, let
But
me
it
condense
is
it. Let me condense it for you.
okay.
So yeah, they value the relationships, right? More than sex, because sex is easily accessible. What they don't value is their bodies, Aaliyah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at it in a microcosm, relationship over sex, but my body, I keep forgetting about valuing that part, which is why I'm willing to have casual sex with no commitments.
Thank you,
You
Hemp.
see? So what
Well, I think women value
go ahead.
Though.
fantasy more than
That's crazy
relationship.
though.
You say you think that value
I think
what?
women value fantasy above relationship because relationship takes work, and most women do not want to put in the work for a relationship to continue.
Yeah, I believe that men grew up watching the same Disney movies that we did. Most of these niggas think they Gaston like you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of these bitches think they Bill.
Belle didn't even like Gaston.
I think men have a more realistic estimation of themselves than women do.
Not if they got money.
Well, with
but not all
that
men.
money, so the men get them. Well, that even proves the point. Men know that they need to have money to put themselves in a position to get the woman that they want. Women believe that they can be whoever they are and get the men that they want, and that just doesn't happen. And so you see a lot of women who will disqualify men because that's not the men that they want, but they don't realize that they're not the women that the men that they want.
Right. And men think that because they have money, they should be able to get the women that they want. And that's not how that works either. They think they Gaston, like I was saying.
Well, most men who have money, more in time, well, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, men who have money will get more than not the woman that they want.
Because of the money. Because of the
BZ
money.
with the $2 says DJ Champ, salute, my brother, appreciate you. Dooch in the building, what's popping? Proud brother here, salute King, good to see you. Mike was goody with the 20 ball says title too accurate, they won't get it. I don't know, man, we working through it. See, man. Aaron with the $2 says it's type of black woman you have to make cry, then she submit. Just my 4 cents with the $2 says why is he your man if you haven't submitted? Shaking my damn head. Into the Black Dragon with the $2 says notice how they think most women deserve protection. Just my 4 cents with the $2 says are black women good followers? All right, we can answer that. Mike Brown in the building, been a member for 32 months. Marriage is a covenant with built-in protections established with boundaries. Insane with his $5 says, what era of time were women more safe in this entire world, Saudia? you're gonna have a hard time trying to come up with one. Maybe pre-Apple Eden.
And that's why I told Coco that we are the most unprotected class because we were never protected.
Brother number with $3 super sticker. Armani T, salute for the $2. Insane with the $5 says, even when y'all try and end, y'all dumb yourselves down to that ass though. Yet y'all want men to look at y'all as more. Can't make this shit up. Aaron with the $2 says, this shit becoming sad. Sign up for 2053, y'all. Nas, what's popping with the $10? Men are expected to protect women because of their sex. Women in mass are not expected to reciprocate any engagement on the same level of sacrifice. Men sounding more and more like helpmates to me. L Nix, what up, OG with the $5 says, we can't compete with the rows and the girls' trips. Daily with the $2 says, yeah, at Cali, I'm taking a swig when you say however. L Nix with the $5 says, they will trust a man to go raw, meet the kids, move in, share bank accounts, and will stay in long-term relationships and still not trust him to leave. Relly in the building with the $5 says, sex is not equal exchange. Women are being devalued. Men are gaining value. Sex is not a form of submission. It's humans acting on primitive nature. Insane with the $5 says, Sordia, I was implying y'all are more protected now than ever before, except for pre-Apple Eden. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Did anybody want to get in on the commentary, or we can also answer that question about are women good followers? I don't know. It's kind of, I got a couple questions, but I want to see if y'all want to. Chris on anything? Lex, y'all haven't spoken in a little while, so.
Just really taking things in. So, a lot of the information given. When you asked me, I agreed with what I agreed with, and so on and so forth. But are women good followers? Yes, I believe that women can be good followers, but I also believe that at times they can't be good followers. I believe two things can be true at the same time.
Won't work.
That's a some answer.
For sure.
Oh, did I do it again? Dang.
Yeah,
learning.
We're like, yeah. Are most women good followers? What you think?
Are most women good followers? Yes, at a certain age.
If the age is after she washed, forget about it.
After she washed?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, washed. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm a little.
Here's another plight, right? She'll do what she want in her prime, and then finally get with a nigga after she been defiled numerous of times.
You know what? I was more so meaning. I want to say something real quick, Callie. I was more so meaning, like, for instance, like to the point that Coco was making, and I think that it can be true. It's a real example where you can have a woman who is in a certain position, who has a certain amount of degrees or whatever. They're on a very high level. They might not be as prone to be a good follower. That's just one example. So that's why I made the statement earlier.
So a woman at 40 is a better follower than a woman at 25?
No.
I would say it's more likely. It's more likely. When a woman is younger, she may want to go out and do her thing a little bit more. She's probably more not thinking about being submissive and being a follower. But I believe that there are 40-year-olds out there who will be willing to follow. Most times in those cases, women are trying to be married or what have you, or settle down and have a family. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're washed. But at that age, they may be more prone to follow versus a woman who's like 25.
Okay.
I'm just using the stuff that we're saying, as examples to you know.
What I've seen about people who are older, they're stuck in their ways,
Definitely.
and so it's very difficult to reprogram yourself. A lot of people, I don't think people change. I think they mask, and I think the older you get,
Okay.
the less likely you are to want to fit into a different construct. And so I think we're going to see issues with that.
Mm.
But I understand your answer.
So yeah.
Can I be an asshole real
No,
quick?
Callie, you talking too slow.
Damn.
Damn. By the
I
time you
promise
finish
I
being an
won't talk
asshole,
slow.
it's 10 minutes gone.
Okay, well, just real quick, right? Okay, so if sex is the ultimate submission by what you're saying, right? And women are handing out sex like Jolly Ranchers, right? I would say that women are more pliable and more willing to submit to the person that they choose as opposed to the opposite.
No. Women
Okay. All right.
misunderstand the value of sex and what it does for them. They just worried about the pleasure aspect. I think that women are continuing to just be dishonest about the pleasure they get from sex. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it so willy nilly.
I think a lot of
You
Right.
know.
people do it
Okay.
so willy-nilly because they're expecting something from it. And it's not the pleasure. I think they're doing it because they're expecting something from it.
How?
They're
What are they
You
expecting
don't know it's
something
expecting?
middle.
from
You
it,
don't
or
know it's middle alert.
they're trying to please, or they're trying to please.
It's a
What's
little
the
bit of both. Like
If you
she
what's the
come,
said.
you know, I
expectation?
came.
What's
Go
the
ahead.
what's the
I don't think
expectation
women is
of
having sex for men. Women are having sex for women
No,
because they just want to have sex. They're
women
not having
are
sex to please men.
No.
sex to please men,
Mm-mm.
and
No.
they think that they're gonna use their sex as leverage to get a relationship or whatever
Or
else they
other
want
stuff.
out that man.
Yeah.
Not in
And
this day
they
and
sit
age.
when women, okay, so when women this day and age says pussy is power and they like to put that shit on the trope, that's what they mean sometimes. But on the other hand, a lot of other bitches also like to use that pussy to think it's going to be leverage to get that man to be in a relationship or to get whatever she wants to get from that nigga.
Yeah, so it's not to please a man. It's to have leverage over that man to get stuff from that man. It's not for you to
Please the
please him.
man. It's to please the
But
man.
It's not to
if
please.
so,
You
is a
just said
man
what
gonna
it was
be
for.
giving
You
shit
just
if he
said
ain't pleasured?
you just said no. You
It
just
is
said that women
Okay,
use
is a man
their
going to
pussy as
give shit
leverage
if
over
he is
men
not
to gain
pleasured?
No,
things
no, he's not.
monetarily
That's the
or
answer. So
materially.
he's not going to do, if a man is not getting sex, see how long that man's going to stay around. If a man is not getting sex, how much he's going to do. This is how a lot of women, what y'all use, slap? That's how you say it? That's how they be
um
sliding?
what
Yeah,
are
you've
y'all
been
talking
slotted.
about? Like listen. Let me stop, right? If she's using sex as a manipulation tool, right? Then by proxy of what you name, she's doing it for her, right? So she can obtain certain things. She's doing it for the things that she wants, right? I mean, that's just what that is if you
Mhm.
name those things, right? Um,
Right.
Stop the naive
But
trope. Stop the naive trope about I need to have sex with these men so he'll date me. You niggas is 40 saying the same shit.
But
Stop
that's
saying, don't cut me off. Stop saying that. You dumb women down more than you think, right? That naive trope needs to be thrown out because they're saying the same thing at 20 and then at 25 and then at 30 and then at 35 and at 40. You continue to do the same thing over and over. Stop acting like you're being duped or you think a man is going to commit when he never has for the last 30 years.
so you
And
can't
you
sit
and
there.
your girlfriends have the same story. So not only is it you with the foolish modus operandi, it's her too. Stop acting like you're going to leverage vagina to get in a relationship when it hasn't worked. Stop saying
So
that, right? Just
I'm not, this is what they're saying
assess.
though.
Stop talking for a second. Assess your results, right? And if your results don't match what you think is going to help you get access to the relationship, do something different. Stop saying the same thing over and over. Women are much more intelligent than that. Right? That I
Okay.
really have a lot of
Because
disdain for the naive point, right? Women are much more intelligent than that, much more capable. You do yourselves a disservice when y'all say that, okay? I don't want y'all to do that to yourselves anymore.
so
Okay, agreed.
y'all want somebody to tell the truth, but then when somebody tells the truth, it's a disservice and a disjustice. I literally had a conversation with a nigga the other day, and
Mhm.
he is in his around your age, and say that women are still using this as leverage. I'm
They
just
are.
telling you what they saying outside. So when you say it's a disservice, yes, it may be a disservice and it
Yeah.
may be naive, but this is what's still going on.
They're still doing it.
Unfortunately,
They're
they're
Yeah.
still
still
doing
doing it.
Yeah,
it.
100%. It doesn't nothing you
Okay.
said
They're not
negates anything I was
naive.
saying, right? That's why it's very important when I'm talking, just wait a second, right? Right? So what I'm saying is that's foolish to say, right? So stop saying that, right? So whomever was saying that to that 40-year-old man, right? She's doing herself a disservice and she's not being accountable, and you're not getting the results from that modus operandi. That's it.
Okay, so
You can tell them never
granted,
been that they still gonna think.
grant, granted him.
Mm-hmm.
I overall agree with you when it comes to the naive shit, right? Because at a certain age, you should recognize certain patterns. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, okay,
Yeah.
with me personally, I'm like one. I'm like 1 for 2. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
giving the sex worked, not giving the sex also worked. Okay,
Okay.
but I will say that we hear, when I say y'all, I mean general y'all, okay, like
Yeah.
ex-wives.
Okay.
They will say that they have to test drive the car first before they even think about committing to anything. So that would kind of leave a woman in a conundrum to it. They leave women in conundrum. They got a decision to make. Okay. Now, logically, if nigga is saying I want to test drive the car first, then that is a cause for pause, and that is an automatic elimination. He eliminated himself, right?
Stop.
If you have
Stop.
your morals
Stop.
intact.
Stop. Right? This
Now
is
I'm
the
saying if the woman
foolish.
has her
No,
morals intact, then he
I
eliminated
got you.
himself, saying that yeah,
I got
okay,
you.
all right, you got me.
I got you. Here's where this test drive thing doesn't make sense, because when he gets the vagina, he ain't committing, and when he does not get the vagina, he ain't committing. Right? That's what I'm saying. Y'all been giving up vagina and not getting commitment. Right? So why don't you do something different? That's my point, right? Stop acting
Yeah,
like somebody fooled you. That's the part, you see? Because you're giving up sex and we still not getting commitment.
right. That's why I said at a certain age, you should be able to recognize patterns. Okay. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? He basically eliminates himself, talking about he want to test drive the car first and all that kind of shit like that before he actually commits. That's why I prefaced my statement before I continued.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
trying to get
saying?
cheeks.
But yeah, I know
Well,
all
he was
niggas is trying to get cheeks, yeah, but whether or not he actually cares about you, the person, as opposed to what's between your legs separate from you, that's the pattern that should be recognized after a certain age. You shouldn't be, 45 years old saying the same shit.
Yeah, trust me, man. The men that y'all actually looking for have access to women. So
Mm-hmm.
if you think that the men that you want are impressed by vagina, you're sorely mistaken.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying.
Right.
I'm not saying all vagina is the same, right? There's some women sitting on a garbage can and don't even know it. I wish a nigga would tell them. Right? But generally, she got to be much more than a vagina for you to want to commit, especially when you got access. But y'all do yourselves a disservice. Look how low your value is when you saying only reason this man gonna get with me is if I give him sex first. Think about what you're doing to your own psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
I
you
just
can't
wanted to
give
think
them
about that.
bodies back. That's part of the point why I said it's not an equal exchange. But like slanging dick ain't the same as passing out pussy like a Jolly Rancher, like Jolly Ranchers. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that a nigga is not even going to see, and I don't want y'all to dismiss people being naive in their early 20s, mid 20s, or whatever like that. Given they may or may not have the sexual experience to be able to recognize these patterns and shit like that. I will say that the same way that men are naive at us after before a certain age, women are also naive in a certain age. Just because you hit 18 as a woman, don't mean that you automatically know better in all
You
situations.
belaboring the hell out of this point, right?
Okay, all right. I thought I was being quick. My bad.
No, I'm saying you belaboring. Like I'm saying you reiterating it, right? Which is important, but then it becomes slightly redundant. Because Saul said the girl was 40. Some nigga told her a story about a 40-year-old saying it just like come on, And this the thing, right? You're not getting access to this relationship because of the correction thing, because of the submission thing, because the man that you want don't have to deal with that. He doesn't have to deal with that. And y'all all giving vagina because apparently you think that's the door, the gate, the price of entry to a relationship. So now the vagina is across the board, right? So let's say he dating 4 chicks. They all giving him vagina because you think you have to, right? But now why are you getting disqualified over and over? Can he correct you?
Yeah. Going back to the premise of the actual overall of the show, I would have to agree with you on that.
That's where I'm at. Let's really it should be keep it tall. Like what does this look like? Coco, you wanna say something?
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were
Dang.
trying to say something, that's all.
I was, and it left.
Yeah,
It'll come back.
Okay. All right, let me read these real quick. Excuse me. Oh, Lex, you want to say something? My bad. Or somebody? My bad.
No, I'm good.
I don't want y'all to figure it out because Coco tried to interject, but I think I was talking to Callie maybe. And I knew she was gonna forget. I was trying to get back to her. Aaron with the $2 says, if Krishana lived in Gotham, she'd be the Riddler. What? Lou O'Doyle with the $10 says, people, especially women, listen better when they told to do something that they actually want to do or agree with. The age factor is bullshit. Motherfuckers are stubborn as mules. Dangle to damn carrot. Marcus with the $2 says, what up, brother Hamp? You sound frustrated. No, I'm not frustrated. I want to drive that point home about women. You don't know what type of box y'all put yourselves in when you keep this naivety trope up. That's the part I just want to drive home. I said it a couple times. It was actually Love and I on a going at one-on-one, and I was saying that, right? If you better than that, be better. That's my point. I just want to drive it home. Marcus with the $2 says, thank you. That statement, brother. Salute, salute, salute. AP.
I like that shit, folks.
Salute, OG. AP with the 20 ball says, my ties for the platform and the conversation.
What's up, AP?
Yep. Salute, salute, salute. Aaron with the $2 says, saw Comfy cutting you off, Hamp. Show her the title. Nas with the $10 says, you can't treat social roles like an app where you opt in when it is benefits you and you opt out when it doesn't. If expectations exist, they should be consistent for everyone, everywhere. Imperial with the $10 says, women think their bodies are currency. Men think that spending money gives him leverage, just as a woman feels it gives them leverage. Both are wrong. Manipulation, same Vox. What does that mean? What you trying to say? I don't know, but I like the overall.
Maybe he meant box because the B is right next to the V. I don't know.
Oh, same. Oh, manipulation, same box. Okay, got it. Aaron with the $2 says, pass the spliff, sword. You stressing me out. So, I don't know, man. I don't think it's. Let me say this. I don't think it's you guys not giving up vagina or not. I do think it's the lack of being able to correct it in the attitude. I think that people are unwilling to protect things that they see as rude, uncomfortable, attitudinal, the whole 9 yards. Right? I think that they don't see the women like children. They see the women like adults. And if she can do everything herself, she can protect herself. I think that's what's being included. The elderly are vulnerable. I think this is how men are starting to see it. The elderly are vulnerable, right? I work with them on a consistent, like every day. Well, my teams do, right? There was one lady, she had dementia, so we're helping her carry a sleeper sofa, and she's like, "Let me help you." So now she's standing next to me, holding the couch, right? And I'm not trying not to hit her, and I'm sweating because it's hot, and I got to L the couch in, and I almost broke because I'm straining, so I almost broke my back trying to let her help me. She gonna pat me on the back. You did good. I said, you almost killed me. But she thinks she helping me because she got her hands on the couch. And my guy on the other side, he don't gotta be lopsided, you know? So he laughing while we holding this couch. Right? But she vulnerable. You see? Instantly, if somebody did something to that old white lady, they had to deal with me first. Right? Instantly. Any kid at a playground, instantly, right? Those people also are cooperative, right? Kids fucking listen, right? The elderly people, they be going back and forth with they kids, but the kids be like, "No, ma, you gotta go here," right? And no matter if ma don't want to go in assisted living, she going in assisted living, right? Because she 80 and she don't got, and her daughter got power of attorney, right? She taking her 86-year-old ass in there, right? Point blank. That doesn't exist, right? The kids listen, the elderly listen. They can be corrected. That's the one denominator that isn't common amongst the three.
Okay, so when we say correction, we talking about from your actual mate. I'm sorry, I've been listening to Pocket FM, smut novels, okay, whatever, right? So when we talking about submission, right? You know, you got the alpha male and everything like that. He presents he will intensify his alpha aura, and all others are going to
What's the
submit.
question?
Right. So what I'm saying is, when we talk about submit, are you talking about randoms or are you talking about your actual mate?
What you think, Coco? Krishana, Tex, Aaliyah, what y'all think?
I'm talking about
Your husband. Your husband. Who else should you submit to outside of him?
Well,
I don't.
Coco,
sorry.
clarifying question.
Yes.
The question is answered by who you expect protection from. If you have an expectation of men, then what do you give in return? Hence to Nas' question. Go ahead, Coco. Go ahead, Coco. My bad.
Is she thinking?
No, I would say that a man. I'm sorry.
I gotta edit.
I would say that the only person
you got a delay.
A man should only spend his wallet on his wife or provide for his wife, and a woman should only submit to her husband.
No. No. Because if we're talking about protection from men in general, if I am being attacked by a man, then I expect a man to come in and protect me, because I'm not going to be with my mate 24/7, 365. So because I expect protection from that random, okay, from a random that sees what's going on, do I submit to that random?
But you don't operate from the mind frame of submitting to men just because they're men, period. So like if you come encounter with like a random, like, and like I don't know what type of situation you will be in where you would have to like to submit to a random person. But like if you're in that situation, or like if you're in a situation with a man and you need to submit to him, you don't operate in that mind frame. So you wouldn't, like you said, you wouldn't submit to like you wouldn't a random man wouldn't protect you because you wouldn't submit to a random man. If that
No,
makes
the
sense.
level of submission would be different, of course, because one is an intimate relationship and another is a random, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I would give what's the word that we've been using for the last couple of months? Deference to a random, because I would expect protection from a random. You see what I'm saying?
Why would you expect protection from a random though? If you wouldn't
Because
even submit to a random, like you wouldn't, what would you give to that random for that protection? Like, what would you do for that?
exactly my point.
I'm asking you
That's
a
exactly my
question.
point. No, that's
I'm
exactly my
asking.
point. How would I submit to a random for that protection from a random that
So
I
then
would
why
expect?
would you expect it?
I would expect a random to protect me from another nigga because I'm being attacked as a weaker vessel.
Can you be
So
okay?
how would I go ahead
Let
and
me help.
how would I submit to that random?
Let me help
Go
clarify.
ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
So let me help clarify. Let me help clarify. Right. So can't protect what you can't correct. Right. If I go, let's say I walked into a place, right, and my wife was like going back and forth with some dude or some shit, right? I would interject, but I'd say, "Yo, sit down and shut the fuck up," and then I would handle the situation accordingly, right? Can you take that type of correction in a situation in which you need protection? I don't know. If I walked in and Sai going back and forth with some nigga, I'm like, "Yo, Sai, sit down and shut the fuck up." I'm not so sure.
You're
Yeah, you
talking
can't
about
say.
from a
And
random,
now
not
I
so
have to
much from
deal.
a.
Now I got to deal with everybody, right? The nigga and her. That's I don't know.
Yeah,
Callie,
but that
if I
doesn't.
say,
That's
"Yo,
not going to
Callie,
happen in
sit
real
down and
life,
shut the
though.
fuck up,"
That's why I
I
asked the
think I
question:
got
are
a
we
little bit
talking
better
about?
chance. I'm going. I think I got a little bit better chance with Callie. If I walk in, I say, "Yo, Lex, sit down and shut the fuck up." I think I got the best chance with Lex.
Y'all, this shit.
No, just saying, just just I'm just giving an honest assessment, right? Because that's the correction that you got to give, right? When these are tough situations, right? You see, right? If I walk in and see something that I'm like, "What the hell is this?" You got to be harsh. You got to be heavy-handed because it's a heavy-handed situation. You see, I don't have time to be, "Oh, just chill." If you, especially if I also recognize a threat of violence, you see, you know. So, what level of correction? How can this happen? Like, what does it look like? You know.
That's why I was asking the question: are we talking about someone that you're in a relationship with, or are we talking about randoms that we should be, submit to
Can you
because they're
take
men?
Can you
Well,
take
okay, how can you
correction? Can
submit
you
to?
take correction from a random man? Like, can you just take, like, if a man was to suggest something to you, like a random man was to say something to you or give you a suggestion, would you take that? Would you be receptive to that type of information? How would you react to that? How would you respond?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a nigga mind. I don't have no nigga mind. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
yeah, I would be susceptible to that damn correction because I don't have no nigga mind.
So maybe can you give a scenario? Because I'm confused about being some having submission to a random man. I'm confused with that at all because typically submission is relational. Typically submission is over the course of a period. You're going to be in contact with this person, and this person is going to lead you. So I don't see a situation where over a amount of time that a random person is just going to lead you and you're going to be following a random person's direction.
If you are in public, right, and some random is coming at you in some kind of disrespectful way or whatever, and you don't feel like you should submit to that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to PC it, but fuck that. If you don't feel like you should be submitting to that nigga because that nigga is disrespecting you, right? if another random nigga was like, hey, chill, you know what I'm saying? Because he would be able to recognize some shit in that nigga mind that you can't relate to because you ain't no nigga. That would be an instance where you would submit to that random nigga. Because that random nigga recognizes some shit that you don't.
Or give
He sees some
respect.
shit that you don't.
Or give respect. The example that Hemp gave, if I didn't know Hemp and he did that because her same situation, and me looking at Hemp and me knowing that I probably ain't gonna be able to do shit to this dude and him say, "Oh, shut the fuck up." I'm gonna go over there and shut the fuck up because he probably in the face and correcting that other nigga. So that respect that I have, that he is taking that initiative to protect me as a random as well. Yes, I'm gonna give that respect and not say anything else and back away.
I'm sorry. The example though, you knew Hamp. Hamp was giving an example.
He just said that she
She's
didn't
saying
know
that she
him.
didn't know him.
Hamp is a random too.
Yeah, he's a random. I'm a random. I mean.
So then,
have
why
y'all ever
would
had
you?
situations? So hold on. So what, Coco? So you never been in a situation where another man had to protect you? You've never at all?
This is how. Let me explain. This is how it actually manifests, right? If a man ever interjected in these situations, right, from personal experience, you could tell, right, that the nigga is getting there, right? We can see it, you know, and you're like, yo, Sean, right? And he it may not be an argument, but you could tell, like, yo, right, when niggas start huffing, I swear to God, you know, all that shit, right? You intervene, yo, it ain't worth it, right? All this shit still happening, yo, shut the fuck up, right? Because she don't see no threat of violence, right? We always have that disparity. So you're like, yo, shut the fuck, because you're really saying, yo, sit down and shut the fuck up before he slap the shit out you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And now with him, you could probably put your hand on his chest, feel me? Yo, you don't gotta go to jail, the shit like, right? You might say some de-escalating shit, you know? Right? But her, you gotta shut up first. So this nigga could see me as another imposing figure and see me stepping in the way of this so we can de-escalate it. You see? But if she take me being in the middle as a barrier to be like, you know, when niggas don't want to fight, but then somebody break them up, now they want to fight. If she use me as that ain't gonna help. You see? So she gotta be quiet so I can really get this nigga to, yo, get the fuck out of here, whatever the case is. You see? If she's still yelling over my back, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you know what I mean? So that can't happen. But this is a real situation. What I'm describing is actual.
Yeah.
You see? That's why I say, yo, shut up, nigga. Before he end up, you know what I mean? Now I really got to tussle with this nigga. You know?
A lot of women wouldn't even be receptive to shut up. Women aren't even receptive to shut up. So is shut the fuck up. Like women wouldn't shut the fuck up just because you say shut the fuck up. Like they're not gonna do that because they'll say, oh, you don't have to say it like that. You could say it like, oh, be quiet, just sit down real quick for me, real quick. They not receptive to like real assertive, real aggression, real shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Like women.
And
are
Aaliyah,
receptive.
I'm glad you made that point, right? That I'm glad you made that point, right, Callie? Because think about this, right? If a car's come, I'm saying get out the fucking way. If they shoot, I'm saying duck the fuck down, right? If this nigga about to punch you in your face, shut the fuck up. It's all the same, right? But you don't even see that man as that level, right? You like, but when you think about these situations, and this is real from personal experience, right? But when a car coming, a bullets is flying, the F word is okay. Now when a nigga about to knock your head in the next week, now you take exception. That's where we draw the line. You see, but like we don't recognize the threats, right?
I will say the majority of women, okay, regardless of their initial conduct with the first random or whatever, knows that another nigga recognizes that other nigga mind and will listen when he says, hey, yo, shut the fuck up. She ain't fit. Most women are not finna go off on him and talking about, who the fuck you talking to talking about shut the fuck up? Most women, that ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
And that's my sentiment too. To sit there and think that a person cannot sit there and process danger and sit there and
We
know
see
when
it.
her nigga is telling her to shut the fuck up for safety reasons, that she's not going to shut the fuck up is mind boggling. And then for you to sit there and say that you
Hmm.
didn't think that I would shut the fuck up when we were in live situations where I had
Hmm.
to sit there and shut the fuck up, mind boggling. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
digress.
saying that I could see the difficulty for sure. You know, I hope that
But there was never a
women can
difficulty.
recognize it. I hope that they can recognize it, but it's tough to see most women recognizing it. Because I'm thinking, why is there a confrontation in the first place if we recognize a dangerous situation?
Women don't
Because
see men
niggas,
as women don't really see men as threatening
Hmm.
Yeah.
or as a threat or as some form as something that can harm them. They only see it when it's convenient to make an argument, but in real life situations, women don't process that men can really knock them the fuck out. So they operate
How
like that
these
until they get knocked out.
okay, can you count on more than one hand how many times that you've seen that shit in real life where
yes.
a chick is sitting there with the pointing in the face, fuck you nigga, and all up in a nigga face to the point where he getting ready to knock her out and she don't recognize that shit.
Yes.
Yeah, Callie, she from New York. She from New York.
Yeah.
If she in New York, she see it
Cal,
dead
it's
ass.
not an
I've seen
exaggeration,
it
bro.
for
No, not
real.
the heel ones, Callie. The actual Timberland boots. Without it, I'm telling you, she seen it.
Yo, it's real, because I've seen it, and from personal
No,
experience, like you be subjected to it.
no, I'm not saying that them bitches out there don't exist because I see the shit online. But
Yeah,
in my
online
real
is
life,
it's
from what
people.
I've seen, no, yeah, I know that. I know that they exist. I know that it's out there, right? But in my real life, from what I have seen, I don't see this shit right here to no fucking random nigga. I don't. Let alone if she's already into it with a nigga and another nigga tell her to shut the fuck up or whatever like that. Chill. You know what I'm saying? And she go start going off on that nigga too. I don't see it.
There's literally
Kelly,
videos that go.
it's mad video.
That's what I'm saying. I know that there's videos out there. I've seen such videos. Okay, I've seen the videos. I know that them bitches are out there, right? But what I'm saying is to say that those videos are the majority of women. I'm not going.
The major. Hold on, y'all was just saying earlier. Most men don't deserve what? Most men don't deserve
Submission.
cooperation. Most men don't deserve submission. So why, if you don't respect or see most men in that facet, why do we expect for people to be cooperative at that moment if they already willing to argue with a man? That doesn't even make that incoherent.
Because the presence of danger, right, is more readily seen. Okay, this is well, I won't say readily seen. It's easier to see. That's what
See
I
an
mean.
argument already,
It's
Cal.
right. It's easy. It's easier to see imminent danger to your physical body or whatever like that. It's more easily seen
Let me
than
say
the
this.
nuances of within a
Okay.
relationship type shit. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
But that doesn't
Krishana,
even, that
she's
literally
in an
doesn't.
argument already with a man. You see? So
Hmm.
if she was so cognizant of
Mhm.
danger, how did that
She
escalate to
wouldn't
that
even be
point?
arguing. She
She's
wouldn't even be
cognizant of
arguing.
the danger
Krishana,
when
because we
another
I already
nigga
heard what you said. I already heard what you said.
Yes.
Krishana,
when another nigga come in there.
Yes.
right? She's arguing with a man already.
Hmm.
She's cognizant of danger.
At that moment, I don't believe that she's cognizant of the danger that she's in if she's arguing with the man, because her emotions are at our heightened level. Because I
Hmm.
think if I believe that you can get lost in your emotions, and at the moment, if you're already given the example Hamp gave, if she's at a heightened place, she doesn't realize that there's a severe danger. But if before that, yes, to what you were saying, Callie, there's a possibility. that she might, subside, but it's low. It's more of a probability in regard to what Hank was saying. If she's arguing with the guy, she doesn't really realize that she's gonna be in trouble.
I'm talking about, and what I was specifying with is when another random steps in. That's what I was that's what I was prefacing on. That's what I've been talking about this whole time.
Okay.
When
So
another nigga mind steps in, the likelihood of her going off on that other random nigga that's stepping in because he says shut the fuck up, be quiet, or whatever like that is low.
So here's Krishana. Here's one thing I always say: how you do anything is how you do everything. So it's
Right.
not likely that a person who's willing to escalate is going to de-escalate for another person that she doesn't even know to have respect for and think that don't deserve cooperation. I just don't see that happening in real time because now there's something to take exception with how I approach the situation and what make me different from that nigga. If she also arguing with him for disrespect. Now, like Aaliyah said, she think I disrespected her by saying, yo, shut the fuck up and sit down. Does she recognize the protection or does she only see it as disrespect regardless if I'm trying to step in? What's the likelihood? That's all I'm asking.
No, you're right. You're right.
Just being like, how
Yeah,
do
no,
we?
you're right.
I'll be right back. I got a TT.
I take number 2.
I mean,
I think the best cause would be to listen.
The best.
I'm sorry,
100%
with a
Krishana. Nah,
man.
that ass. I'll go ahead, Leah.
You shouldn't even be arguing with a man in the first place to even need another man to step in to tell you to shut the fuck up and sit down and be quiet. You shouldn't even be arguing with a man
I
in
agree.
the first place
But we
because
know that we do.
and that's the problem because women don't recognize men as a danger
Right.
unless it's convenient to recognize them as a danger, to paint them out to be predators and people and for women to be perceived as victims. It's only convenient for that narrative. But women don't operate in the mind frame that men can cause them harm at any time. At any moment in time, a man can harm, like literally harm, like knock a woman's head off her shoulders, like just because you're a
Especially when
man.
women are drunk. Yeah. They
So
do
it's just
be
like women don't
crazy.
perceive that
the
danger
men
right
that you
there.
argue with on panels, Aaliyah, do you feel like they're gonna knock your head off?
Yes.
But
It's
you
like
still choose to argue with them?
if
But
we
you
was
still choose
argue
to argue with
if
them?
you see, because we're online, I have that
But you still choose
protection.
but you
I have that
still
protection because I'm
but
online,
you
so I could
still
have that
choose
back and
to
forth.
argue with
But
them.
if we're
So
in
that goes
But no,
goes
I'm not
because
arguing with no man.
but you do argue with men online.
you do.
So the same way
I
that
never said.
Hemp
I just said
perceived,
that I
the
did.
same way, and I'm not finished. The same way that Hemp
I
perceived
wasn't finished.
because of how I quote unquote act online. That in reality, I wouldn't take correction. We could assume that you wouldn't either.
Right.
That's fine. If you
Well,
want to
okay,
assume that,
wait, hold-
that was never the argument that I made. So
But that
I
was
don't
my
know.
argument.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying, it just, I have that protection of being online, which is why I feel comfortable to go back and forth with men. Now,
Okay.
if we was in person, because I understand men can actually knock my head off my shoulders, not arguing with a man. In the same manner that I do, like, or people say that I do online, I'm not arguing with a man to that nature because I know he can knock my head off my shoulders, especially in person. So
Well, yeah, that's the same
being
sentiment
online
that
is
I
that
have.
protection.
That's some punk
Women
shit right
don't
there.
recognize women don't recognize the perceived protection that they have in society, which is why they just maneuver with men however they want. They don't perceive men as danger because of the installed protection in society. Society
Or
has made women feel
maybe
so
they have
comfortable.
some of the same thoughts of how you feel about being online. That's a possibility. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
Right, because I'm the same.
I would
Because
understand that.
I'm the same way. I will argue with a nigga down online, but I am not going to that same extent with a nigga that's in my face. Because I don't know that nigga, and I don't know that nigga temperament. So are we the same?
Yeah, I guess if you
Yeah.
want to be.
But how you do everything is how you do everything, right?
How you do
Exactly.
everything
Yes,
is how
I
you do
guess.
everything.
How
However
you
the
do
quote
anything
go.
is how you do
Yeah,
everything.
whatever the saying is.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's about how you argue with men online. Like
And she's saying
I
fear.
can go back and forth with a man in real life. I'll go back and forth with a man, or like I'll have a conversation and I'll debate, but I'm not gonna be arguing with a man. I don't even get rowdy
Girl,
on
you from
panels, so
New
I
York.
don't.
You better
But
stop.
I'm not
Girl,
doing
you
that.
from New York. You better stop. You
But
better
I'm
stop.
not. So and I feel like
Well,
I'm the same way
so
on
what's the difference
panels.
between me and you? Cuss words?
Hold on. That you feel like you the
No,
same.
I feel like you get very like you get real strong and real emotional and real aggressive
Mm-hmm.
online, but I don't.
You get real.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
feel
just
like
get the
you
same
get
You
thing.
real
do
strong
too.
and aggressive online.
Well,
Well,
that's your perceive. I guess if I get
No,
aggressive
no,
and
I'm
you
not.
get the,
I'm
It's
not
perceived
perceiving
that
anything.
way.
I'm
It's
asking you a
perceived that
question.
way.
that's
well,
fine.
I see. So what I see from Aaliyah online is that she's kind of measured. She doesn't get too much out of pocket in terms of her effect. Um, and I
With all due
think
respect, Coco, we asked
no, I'm just
Aaliyah.
And
We
you
was
no,
ain't
asking
I'm
and God forbid, Coco, we love you, but you don't be
Ain't
around the
no
block
God
all the
forbid
time.
anything.
So she wait.
I'm
Well,
just
let
saying
let
from what
Coco
I've
let
seen
Coco
online.
respond. Let Coco respond because Aaliyah
Yeah,
respond.
I'm
Let
just
Coco
saying from
respond.
what I've seen online. I don't know any other avenues, but from what I've seen from the different panels that I have seen Aaliyah on, she may go back and forth, and I don't think there's a problem with women and men having conversations going back and forth. But there's a difference between going back and forth and increased voice level and attitude of I'm gonna do something to you or I can do something to you. But going back to HAMP and about going back to Saudi, when you talk about being unprotected, I don't think women understand if you really felt you weren't protective, you wouldn't be as mouthy as you would. You would be super vigilant. You'd be super aware if you really thought you weren't that protected. Because no one who truly feels like they're protective goes off at the mouth, says whatever
Who
they
are you?
say, whatever
Who
comes to their
are
mouth.
you talking about? Me personally, or
No,
are you
no, no,
talking
no,
about
no. I'm
women?
talking about women in general. Because you said that
Okay.
women are, yeah, not you personally. I'm just talking about, particularly in the West, women in general have way more protections than they perceive. Because if you did not, you would not be, women generally would not be so at the mouth. There's no way. If you really felt that you weren't protected.
And you were so at the mouth at one point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you felt when you were at the mouth, you didn't feel protected?
When I was at the mouth, I
So
didn't
you was
care
at
about
the mouth.
protection. That's not what I was thinking about. I was thinking about
So
let me
what were
say
you
what I
thinking
need to say. Let me say what I want to say. I don't care about what's going on.
Right.
That's just the facts.
So,
I was just like, look, I'm gonna get it off. And thank goodness to the good men around me, because good men protected me from myself. When I was out and about being crazy, talking reckless, hey, yo, you need to chill. You need to chill. Okay.
I
Coco, I
honestly
think.
think.
Go ahead, sir.
I just honestly think that we put a lot. It just baffles me. We sit here on this internet and be like, oh, I think this person wouldn't do that. And I think this person wouldn't do that. It's like how someone acts on the internet and how they act in real life is two different people. We see that all the time. It's called persona, it's called YouTube, it's called this is the internet and it's a fucking show. So it just baffles me when someone sit here and say, well, I don't think Saudi would shut up and listen. But then when we give it back, it's like, oh no, she's this and she's that because
Cause real talk,
y'all
Coco, you
always,
did more than me
y'all, when I,
in real life than than what I've done in real life. Despite
like,
however the fuck I am
I'm
in these boxes.
I'm not even finished because I'm tired of my character being assassinated on this internet because the people who know me know me. They know my character. They know who I am. They love me, and they know Saudi is a vibe. She's respectful in person, and she's absolutely 100% more quiet than what she is on the internet. So I'll keep on let this stigma of Saudi being unruly, ghetto, not cooperative and submissive. We could continue that narrative. I'll be the bad guy. Maybe I am the drama.
Girl, bye. We all the same thing. Like we all.
I'll take the label the bad man.
Look.
Oh, but Kelly, I had to be corrected. I had to be corrected.
No, Coco.
And I never had to be corrected in that manner.
I had to be
But
corrected.
obviously, we are in a space of feeling protected, even if it is on the internet. So yeah, you're gonna do your rah 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 thing. So you're not any different, Saudia, than the rest of us. If we all feel that way, that we have this protection because of the internet, and then when you go outside, you're like real nice and meek, and you ain't getting nobody together, Saudia. You ain't getting nobody together outside.
No, I'm just unruly. I'm the drama. I'll be the drama. Paint me as the bad guy.
Yeah. So what I said stand firm because I know that how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So when I say that, that's really key for me. You know, Callie and I had this conversation before because she was saying she's less likely to do things outside. I think the degree does lower, right? Because it's in person, face to face. However, to say that you're incapable of conducting yourself the way you do on the internet is just untrue. You know, because that's a part of us, you know, and so since it's a part of us, the likelihood it'll come out will depend on how often it comes out here too, right? So people can make an assessment about a person in totality, right? Remember, the world went virtual for 4 years, so the internet is a real thing. So that's how I kind of like predicate things on. Now, here's the thing, right? It was
And
comparative, right? Now, I would get it done, right? But I think I might have to push Sadia a little bit harder. Then I would have to push Callie, and I would have to push Callie a little bit harder than I would have to push Alexis. You know, but I'm gonna get it done, right? She gonna be quiet, you know, but I might have
and
to repeat myself a couple times. That's all.
and thank God that your perception is not my reality.
Yeah.
Because once again, in real time, when people had to tell me,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even my fault. I wasn't even the escalator, the
You did good.
aggressor, or anything. I left
You did good.
every time.
Yeah.
When the drama came to me in real life.
You did good.
So, like I said, your perception of me here is
Mhm.
your perception, is not my reality.
Yeah,
So that's all I can
it's
say.
not a big deal, and I don't really care, right? We're having a conversation about the conversation. That's all, right? So we're assessing what happens here, right? Because we're talking to 400 people. So based on what happens here, that's how I would scale it so people can understand, you know. But this ain't for
Well, have you
everybody. You know what I'm saying? What
So
did you say, Coco?
what would it take for women to take correction? Since we're talking about you can't be protected if you're not corrected.
What you mean?
What would allow, well, I guess the questions to the panel, what would allow you to, who would you allow to correct you? Who could correct us?
Nobody. Women have to want to be corrected. Like, I don't even understand. Like, women have to want to be corrected. Women have to want to do anything. If they don't want to, it's not happening. Like, they have to want to. So it don't matter if you Tom over here or Dick or Harry or Paul. Like, it don't matter who you are. If women don't want to take correction from you, they take correction. We take correction from who we want to take it from. And that's just it. From who we deem is worthy of us respecting them. That's it. It's just depending on what a woman wants. It's always what a woman wants. Because that's just what society has become, what a woman wants. That's just it.
Yeah, and I would venture to say that the ones that touts around who gonna check me, boo, can't nobody correct them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that comes from a place of if
Entitlement.
you've always felt like your voice was small, and then you get to a place to where you feel that you can have that voice, I think that's where that mantra comes in. Who gonna check me? Because all your life up until then, you've been the one getting checked. So you like, now I'm feeling better about being in a place, and then it spills over into other relationships. You had to be quiet all the time that your daddy told you to shut the fuck up because he ain't talking to you. Yeah, now you're like, oh nah, ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me to shut the fuck up, including my man. You know what I'm saying? So even to answer Coco, like, from your dad could give you, I hope. My father is still in my life and my only living parent right now, so I still take correction from him. I don't like it sometimes what he say to me, but I, like him say, I'm shut the fuck up. I might walk to the house, because he be outside on my porch sometimes. I go walk to the back of my house and I'll say my shit in the back of the house where he can't hear me, and I come back out because that's that. But yeah, it's a respect thing. I think we have to feel like we have to respect them, and it may sound effed up, but I think all of that is coming from a place of, in a moment of causation is the correlation. So
Yeah, I mean, I can vibe with that. A person whose voice is never heard or is never taken into consideration growing up their entire life are the ones that grow up into adulthood and now they like, who gonna check me?
yeah,
I
and
can
it's
I
not
can
an
see that to a
excuse,
certain
but
extent.
like I
Yes.
said, we can point to something, because at the same time, in order to be a good leader, you have to know how to follow. In order to know that you're right, you have to know how or where you were wrong. So it makes sense, but and I think there's some good value to being submissive. I think there's some good value to recognizing when you should shut the fuck up.
But majority of women operate in that mind frame though of like who's gonna check me.
I don't
Majority
think
of
so.
women operate. Majority of
I
women
don't think a
operate in
majority
that
of women.
mind frame because of feminism. So it's just like
No.
that's just how
No.
majority of the women think today.
Do
It's been breeded into women of
right.
generations, or bred it's bred into women of generations. Like feminism just teaches us we're gonna be the boss. We're independent. We're responsible. We could do what we want to do when we want to do it with whoever we want to do it with, and for whatever reason we want to do it for. That's how we operate
Mm-mm.
in society. That's why we do talk about, oh, strict program. You got to get onto my program, and you can't do this. You can't do that. I need my man to do this, this, this. I need him to be this, this, this. It's exact. That's how this is exactly how majority of women operate in society today. Who's going to check me? And that's why they can't be corrected. There's nobody to correct women because women don't want to be corrected by nobody.
Yeah, I disagree.
Do you
I
think that
disagree vehemently.
the men who disqualify for all this stuff, do you think that those men are respected? Who are disqualified from leadership, who are disqualified from submission, who are disqualified to correct women? Do you think that those men are respected?
No,
Right?
they're
Because we said
You talking
they
to
can't. Well, it was said earlier they can't do any of those things, right? They don't qualify for those things. So, do you think that those men are also respected?
you talking about randoms or you talking about within a relationship
Talking about when y'all
that kind
said
of
most
submission?
men are not qualified for submission, et cetera, et cetera. Most men aren't leaders, et cetera. Are those men respected?
they
Outside
are.
of decent, like just human respect, like talking about reverence, no.
Yeah. Like I don't so like let me just I don't respect so when we look at categorically, right? I don't respect women's physical prowess. Like I don't. Like,
Hmm.
just in terms of just brute strength, force, speed, right? Inertia, all that stuff. None, I don't. Right? So when you say a man can't lead, he don't qualify for submission and etc., I just don't see how he's respected.
He don't qualify because he's not
It's
respected.
not.
You know what I mean? Like if you eliminate him from all that stuff, I don't then see how they could say, but in the next breath, but I respect that man. It's just hard for me to fathom that, you know? That's why I gave the physical prowess like respect. Like I haven't seen enough from women to where like, yeah, women are, and as it pertains to me, you see what I mean? Like just in front of just straight physical strength, right? Because I'm strong. So when I look at that, I'm like, he ain't really strong. You know? You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I use that, because I just look at it for myself, you know?
Yeah, like if she were to punch you, it'd be like somebody throwing cotton balls at your chest.
Yeah, but you better stop. Right? You know? Because that's my, I'm strong, you know? And so I just don't think that man is respected. And then I wonder, how do we treat people we don't respect?
Like shit.
Like they don't exist.
You wouldn't treat them well if you don't respect them. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
treat
when
them like
we
shit.
want to fill in the equation, you know?
I mean, I think they're respected as far as like just basic human decency, but as far as like the reverence part of it, they're not getting that. For me to be able to, for me to want to put my life in that person's hands.
Yeah, 100%. Or think about that, right, Cal? Putting your life in his hand would also mean adhering to the instruction.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at most men, like they don't deserve these things or don't qualify for these things, how likely are we to heed their instruction? Hence, you can't protect what you can't correct.
You know, Arnold was saying something.
Good.
Arnold was saying something in the Discord, and he was talking about standing firm on, you know, as far as a man, I will say, as far as a man standing on one's principles and standards and everything. And that if a man wavers in that and starts acquiescing at every turn, not so much compromise, right? Because compromise is necessary in a relationship on both ends, right? That's what a compromise is. Both ends, both the man and the woman will compromise certain things in order to come to, you know, a set agreement or set direction or whatever, right? But outside of compromise, just bending and acquiescing to one's standards and principles, that man is not going to be respected by that woman. And to that point, I would have to agree with him on that.
That's my talking point. That ain't Arnold talking point.
Well, that's what he was saying in the Discord earlier.
God damn it!
Everybody join the Discord, okay? We don't. But
that's what me and Arnold arguing about. We don't ask for enough shit, and if you keep bending the knee, you're gonna keep bending the knee, right?
Right. And I would say in that instance within a relationship, if a man is constantly acquiescing based on not compromising, but acquiescing to their firm standards and principles, then that man is not going to be respected in that relationship. And I would tend to agree with him on that.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I think we had a conversation about like liberties, right? I think I was saying at the side on one panel, when you acquiesce, people start to take liberties with you, right? They kind of start to be a little bit loose with you, you know? And that's what will happen if you continue to acquiesce to that extent, right? Now they think they can kind of push a limit or abuse the fact that you've given them their way. You know, I actually experienced that, right? I was kind of like lenient on a holiday, you know? And then my wife was like, "Oh, but you lasted." I said, "See, now I got to put the big hand on everything." You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, right? Because you just see, like, you know. So yeah, 100%. I think that's solid in terms of just logically, you know, give him an inch, take him out, right? Is basically what he was conveying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, that's fair. I
Basically,
just
like your non-negotiables type shit.
yeah, yeah, we do a lot of that, and I think maybe Krishana, what you think?
In
If
regard to
men are
non-negotiable.
sorry, go
Sorry.
ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I thought you were asking me, but you guys got to
Oh
talking
no, no,
about
I
that.
was it's right off. It's right off of what we're saying though.
Okay. Okay.
Like he acquiescing, women have seen men do just about anything for a vagina, right? They've been able to leverage vagina for many different reasons,
Hmm.
right? I wonder if the respect level is lost because men have bent the knee so much, and therefore, how can he try to correct her when she don't respect him? And she thinks she could just call the police and everything's even now, and she think he a wimp too because brawn don't matter.
Mm.
And also, whenever he asks for something, he in the phone is Chili's because he could be slotted in that way because she got, you know what I mean? She could leverage her access. It's like,
So,
how did they get there? You know what I mean? Like, what chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
okay. So, I want to make sure that I'm following the question properly. So, do I think that if you basically give an inch to a woman, is she gonna abuse that? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, I would say, or just being able
Okay.
to manipulate men, right, with the chance of sex, access to sex,
Hmm.
etc., right, and see how weak have men have been, right? Does that cause women to look at men in a weaker way or lose respect? And then when the men try to correct, they're like, "Nigga, you were just
Okay, you beat
pushing
this
my
in.
car to the gas station so you could maybe, you know, or you know what I mean? Like,
Um, to a degree, from my understanding of the things that you share with me. So, I do believe that if you, I'm being a riddler to that, like that person was saying. I do believe that if you allow certain things to happen, someone will be comfortable in repeating certain behavior patterns. I think that how you can get away from doing that is set a standard in the beginning and operate how you normally do. So then that way, a person is already clear on the expectations and what they can and cannot do. I think that if a woman is in a position where she thinks that I've heard somebody use this word like finesse an individual, um, then they'll continue to do it as long as it's allowed. But I don't actually believe that a woman can truly finesse a man unless he wants to let her do it. Does that make sense? I was trying to answer the several,
yeah,
things
yeah, that
that you were
makes
mentioning
sense.
to me. What I
Yeah,
gathered
that
from
makes
what you
sense.
asked me. Okay.
That makes sense. And saying with the $5 says, y'all really telling on yourselves. When I'm done, it's 2 verse 3, verse 12, verse 16, and that's a regular night in the morning. A man that cares about you has to perform. What does he mean?
I didn't get it, but
Uh Marcus with the $5 says,
Saying I don't
question,
get
brother
it
Hamp.
either.
And some of the ladies on the panel, do more women deserve protection?
No,
Deserve.
no,
What
and
y'all
that's the
think?
problem. No,
Quick,
No.
quick answer.
this is a woman's
Uh
point of view, so I don't believe anybody deserves necessarily anything.
thank
But
okay.
that's just
Lex.
that's what I feel. Yeah, using the word deserve.
Okay. Lex, what you think?
Deserve? No.
Callie, you answer?
No, I didn't answer, but I would say, yeah, because I don't think that the majority of women are instigating these instances where another man would have to step in and protect her.
So what you think? Do most women deserve protection?
I'm not sure.
What you think? Yes or no? But you had to speculate. What you think?
Honestly, I can't answer. I'm not sure.
You know, you had to answer. It's simple. You can speculate it. It's not a big deal.
I feel like everybody deserves protection, men and women. So yes.
So you think more women deserve protection? Damn. Do people
No,
just?
I
Huh?
I don't wait, more women.
No, you could just based on this question, you say you think more women deserve protection. So yes, I guess.
I I I guess.
Well, you saying if everybody deserve it, then by proxy, more women would
Oh,
also deserve it.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Deserve?
Maybe I
Damn, is
deserve.
Deserve is a hard word. It's a hard
For
word.
you
is protection earned?
It gives a
I
sense of
guess.
Like if you go to
entitlement.
work and you work your job, you deserve to get paid.
We gotta hit karaoke one day, Coca.
Right. But if I'm getting attacked by a random, how would I prove that I deserve protection from somebody else? Like how would that be displayed? You know what I'm saying? Other than he saw the interaction from the beginning and is able to decipher specifically with certainty that she started the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just as the weaker vessel or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying unless he saw the shit from the beginning and she started
Yeah, I
the
think
shit.
it's conduct. I'm telling you, more and more, I think men are assuming y'all have poor conduct. I don't think that you are being looked at as innocent. Like if
And
men
that's
don't even want to
unfortunate.
help, yeah, I'm just saying, if men don't even want to help in the gym, right? Because niggas is like, yo, I can't help you because you might accuse me of something. I don't know if this was a real
Mhm.
story, but this dude, it looked fake. But this dude saved this woman from being hit by a car, and she sued him because she said that he touched her in the wrong place
But yeah,
while
that
snatching her
type of
out the
stuff
way.
happens.
Is that
That
real?
type, well, I don't know
So
if that, but that stuff
So think
happens.
about that, right? You got the guy. Now this is real. In the Walmart parking lot, got shot to death trying to help that woman that was
Mm-hmm.
like wrestling with her boyfriend or some shit.
Uh,
Another dude got shot over a parking spot. You know what I'm saying? It just like so there's a few different reasons why men would be standoffish. And then there's a time where man would go to help, right? And he get in a fight with the dude and the girl that the guy arguing with jump on his back.
Mhm.
My niggas like,
Mhm.
fuck
I don't.
that.
Yeah, I just don't think that
She probably
those
did
are the
something.
majority of instances. You know what I'm
No,
saying? I
I'm
always
saying,
say, "Hey, public service announcement,
Callie.
right? If you
I'm
see me
saying,
getting jumped by some nigga at the fucking gas station, all right, I didn't start the shit. Come and help me, or at the very least, call fucking 911 or something like that, because I ain't
yeah.
start that shit.
I'm saying,
All right?
be serious for a second. Niggas
No,
don't
I'm
think
being
that
dead
y'all,
ass.
what I'm saying is niggas don't think that y'all didn't start it. I'm telling you, I think that's
Yeah.
becoming a normal disposition that niggas don't think you didn't start it. You know?
And and that's what I'm saying. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate because I still
Hold
have
on,
the
no more
firm
diatribe. Let me
belief.
read these real quick.
All right, my bad. I didn't know you were done. My bad.
Miss North,
I know you
Miss
wasn't done.
Mr. North was goody with the 10 ounces. If a man watches a woman being beaten and does nothing about it, is he doing anything wrong? Why should men protect women from people, animals, the weather? Seems like men don't have bodily autonomy. That is the first part is interesting. Is he wrong if he watches?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of, but I'm old. Okay, I'm old, but that's crazy to me. That is absolutely fucking insane to me.
I think
But
if
okay.
women want protection, women should try to build community. And you have community with having families that are in commune and work together with one another. I think this whole, you can't, as a collective, ask for protection, but living individual lives. It doesn't work that way. You get
Okay, so
protection from
how
the
do I build
that you're
community?
in.
How does that random nigga know that I am community minded?
Real quick, she's saying that the obvious retort, Coco, is your family, brothers, sister, uncles, husband and son won't always be there. So you're gonna have to depend on other men who have the ideology to do so, right?
Yes, but I'm saying in terms of with this whole conversation, community. So if hypothetically
Esther.
are all living in this neighborhood or this compound and we all abide by a certain set of rules, and even if I don't know you directly, I know someone who knows you, and something happens, oh, this is so and so's sister or mother-in-law, whatever, she's good people, I'm gonna look out for her or for them or whatever. Like
Houston, Texas.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy in that? Look, you know what's crazy, Coco? In that specific scenario that you're talking about, I would be depending on the Arab nigga that works at the gas station than I would depend on my black brother to go on ahead and defend me. I'd be depending on the Arab nigga because that Arab nigga knows me because that Arab nigga knows when I come in this gas station all the time.
Can you hear me talking?
I didn't until right now.
Oh, man, y'all, come on now. Mr. North with the $10 says, I only have one life to give. Which women should I give it for? If I should save myself for my future wife, does that mean I should leave all other women alone when they are in trouble? If he could die.
Every situation requires a certain level of wisdom. So I believe that you should acquiesce accordingly in that,
Well, you can die in every single one of these situations.
True, but it still requires a certain level of wisdom on how you handle it.
No, I'm saying though, because what it is the opportunity to die is 100%. Right.
That's
so
true.
If he's saying if the opportunity to die is present, should he save that one life for his wife and his? I think he said wife, just wife.
Yeah, his future wife.
Future wife. He don't even know who she is yet.
He should follow his what would be more of a priority for him in regard to that situation. So I'm assuming in this case it will be more so his future wife.
Yeah, he's not helping y'all heathens. He's gonna wait and save that for his wife.
Right. Exactly.
That's
what it sounds like.
He's asking what do you recommend? What do you recommend he do?
I would recommend. Look, at this point, I don't fucking know.
I
It gets sticky outside. It gets sticky outside, Mr. Tumberland. Look, just save yourself, sweetheart. Don't even bother.
Call the police.
Yeah, just call 911.
Zach, I walk in and see a woman in a man's face and it's about to go up, and I say, chill out, sit down, and she turn around and say, who you talking to equals no protection. Mike Brown with this $5. Chicago mom whose son shot dude proves Aaliyah's point. Oh yeah, he did shoot her in that chicken spot, I think. Unwoke was popping with the $5. Says women don't want protection in terms of correction. They want a response team for the damage control. Dedicated salute, my G. And remember for 24 months.
Shit like that.
Bees was popping with the $10. HAMP, we have the same last name. My family is big, so you never know. Yeah, man, there's a lot of Watsons, man. It would depend on where you from, though. You heard? Oh, it would depend on where you from, man. You know, like even my dad's cousins, I don't claim them. I'm like, those your cousins. You know what I mean? So, Marcus with the $5 says, and another question, brother HAMP. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you maybe I had a similar conversation to this? Kinda. I think we kind of focus on the correction aspect, but yeah, I would say there's definitely similar conversation for sure. Imperial with the $2 danger and superior are not interchangeable. And with the $2 says Aaliyah from New York, trust me, she being calm. EBD with the $2 says Aaliyah has a healthy respect for men. Y'all do not. Mike Brown with the $10 says Aaliyah may argue with men, but it doesn't feel like she's arguing with men. It definitely a tone and noticeable differences between how y'all converse in strife. Marcus with the $2 says thanks Coco for defending Aaliyah. Aaron with the $2 says she from BK. She the most demure I ever seen. Marcus with the $5 says I have to answer your question, Coco. and it sounds harsh, but some women may have to learn the hard way. Mr. North with the 10 says, do you realize you just confirmed why men say women can't take accountability? If a man can't correct you, if he has to just accept your bad behavior as is, where's the accountability? Mr. North with a $10 says, won't even submit to one man, but wants every man to jump in when she needs protection. Expecting a man's protection without giving any in return is banking on the disposability of men. Now, here's one thing that I think this is a speculation. If there's a woman with a ring on, like a married woman, and she was in a discourse, I wonder if men look at that differently. I wonder if married men or something like that would be like, oh, that woman is. I wonder if that would make a difference. I got to think about it. This comment kind of conjured that thought. The lie detector with the $2 question. You could respond. I'm almost done. Do all men deserve respect? I think that people think people deserve human decency. I think we put respect on a little bit different level. And saying what the $5 says, I was referencing women being with men that don't care about pleasing them. Men that do care will put in the overtime. Pick better men that care. Oh, he's saying that was his 2 to 3 minutes if he ain't give a damn about him. Okay. Anna with the $5 says, shout out to my favorite show. Salute to Anna in the building. Hope all is well. The lie detective with the $5 says, if a woman beats on a man, will random women jump in to help the man because it's easier? If a woman steps in, or does she watch and say he can handle it? I don't think
absolutely not.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't never seen that shit.
I'm not gonna jump in for no.
If
That's
he
not my
get his
role.
ass beat,
What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna tell
Get beat
sister
too?
Nah, she.
to slow down.
Real talk, if she knocked that nigga over the head with a Heineken bottle, hey, I'm probably gonna step in, cuz, no lie.
Like, go.
911. What's your emergency?
Nah, I'm probably gonna step in. If she needed a bottle to beat that nigga ass, I could take her.
Aaron with the $2 says, put the title belt on your shoulder. They'll be quiet. Now, I can tell Callie, she got that bullshit phone, man. I'm like, hold on. She got to think crazy. I don't know.
Hey,
Was there something somebody wanted to respond to? Somebody was trying to talk when I was reading the super chat. Y'all want to respond to one of them? Was it Aaliyah? I'm not sure. I thought it was. I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. I thought it was.
I think on the last.
Huh?
I want to respond to you. That jab about being from Houston. Look, I knew I was in Southwest A-Leaf, Texas. If you know, you know. But you're right. I can't say anything. That's why we were in the house. That's why me and mine was in the house, because it was a wild, wild west out there.
Yeah, it's a
but
whole
I
lot
heard,
of people.
I heard the shot.
I'm just saying, it's how many people live in Houston. Was it this one? No, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It was one I thought.
You get on my glasses, Hamp. Jesus Christ.
I thought that whichever one had the control and correction, I think it works both ways for men, as far as correction could come off as control to women, is like the sentiment that I got from that. But at the same time, I think it's the same with men. It's not about correcting, it's about control too. And you just may have to decipher and have some discernment in when that man is trying to correct you or control you. In the
Well, what's
same
wrong
way
with being controlled?
I mean, if you like
I'm not a dog that needs a leash.
Coco.
Well,
wait, I just have a clarifying question. Ms. Coco, can you please give us more detailed as what do you mean when you say control? Like supervision, like provision, like
When I say control, I mean that whoever you're submitting to says they have the final say. What they say goes. Ain't no trying to buck the system. Ain't no nagging him to death so you can get your way. If you're under a man's leadership, meaning you think that he is the person who is your protection in your head, he is going to control. A man who tries to please their woman every turn, that's a shaky ground to be on because we're never satisfied. So a man should be in control. A man should be able to be like, hey, this is what it is. Not to say he's not going to love and respect and take you into consideration, because he will. But because unfortunately, if we're left to our own devices for the most part, we do a lot of crazy, reckless things. I'm not saying men are not reckless. I'm just saying women generally by themselves, it doesn't end well. Financially, it doesn't end well. In retirement, it doesn't end well.
So because
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
I
this
understand, because I understand the sentiment, I'll agree. Because you said the respect aspect, like he respects you, and it's not like, like a slave master type deal, I can fuck with it.
Yeah, because he has to, for you to be, he has to give up his life for you. We don't have to give up our lives for them.
No.
That's not the exchange.
No. Because we do. When we bear these children, we are the closest that we ever get to death. We don't have to do that. But when we get into these relationships, especially marriage, it is, I'm not going to say it's a given, but most people would like to bear children. So yes, they are going to give up their life for us as far as the protection, but we still risk our life to give that man some type of legacy, I guess.
But most of us are having children out of wedlock. So if we're not giving our lives up for the man, then who are we giving our lives up for?
You said what?
Well, most of us are not having children in wedlock.
Well,
So
I'm
if we're
talking
giving
about talking about specifically in the relationship aspect, because we were talking about relationships. So when we're talking about relationships, and you said, he's going to control that, I could get with that. You also said that he gives us protection, and when I think about relationships and marriages, I think about, okay, yes, he's giving me protection. And when I enter this covenant or this commitment or this partnership, whatever the word is that makes people feel comfortable, I'm also giving him something as well. And when I give him that life, I am risking. So I think I'm not going to say it's an equal exchange, but there is some type of exchange.
Well, I'm coming from a biblical worldview
Coco,
that
you
a man
say it more concise, right? So
sorry.
No, you're fine, son. I'm saying what Coco
I'm just coming
said.
from a biblical
You still need a
worldview.
response, Coco. Hold on. You still need a response to what you said. So Coco was saying that point is moot because 70% of the kids are being had out of wedlock. So it can't be the value of you giving something for him because you're not doing it within the confines of a marriage. So who is it actually for?
But if he's protecting you and we're not married, because that would
it still be the same because it still would be the same because traditionally a lot of people are steering away, unfortunately, from marriage and are doing, what is it called, like common law.
The marriage rate
So
was up last year.
okay, so yeah, common law marriage is still some type of protection, and you still, I don't know, risking your life. They risking their life. Life is being risked.
Well, no. So the man in the marriage, right? He's supposed to give his life for his woman. You were saying that they potentially can lose their life for the child. Coco was saying, well, that's moot because they're not having these children in relationships.
Okay, but if I'm still getting confused because if we're talking about relationships, then why are we bringing outside relationships?
Because most of the kids are outside relationships.
Okay, but we're talking strictly about relationships. So if we're talking strictly
No,
about
you said
relationships,
babies. I thought you said having babies.
yeah, because we're talking about the aspect of marriage. So if we're in a marriage or a committed relationship or whatever, a partnership, if the thing is he's giving you protection, you're also giving him life. So yeah, I
Okay,
do
I got you.
understand that certain people have these
Most.
relationships most.
Yeah. So I guess what? So she's supposed to be doing something special for him. However, the overwhelming majority are doing it for who? Like, why is that only pertaining to relationship, but it's not happening in mass?
Okay, so
Wait, so
even go ahead,
It's a good
Calvin.
point.
are we
It's a good
saying that the relationship that we're premising? Okay, are we premising relationship on marriage, or are we talking about just committed relationships, like just in general?
Many relationships are pretty arbitrary.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm speaking
All
of
right,
marriage.
I'm just trying to follow, but okay, I'm not arguing against it. I was just trying to understand.
I'm just saying because I understand the point, but it falls apart because most women are seemingly just willing to risk their life for any nigga. Then
Mm.
because who we having the kids by,
Any nigga.
So outside
and
of
are we
marriage, it's
and
just
are
kind of
we and
arbitrary.
are we saying that men should be willing to risk his life for just any woman? Because that would be a correlation. Or are we saying men should be willing
Okay.
to risk his life for his wife? You see, because we're going off of what we can
Mm-hmm.
grasp.
Yeah, you make the one-to-one comparison. I
Yeah,
follow.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I'm not
man.
saying again, from my worldview, in terms of relationally, you're not supposed to just submit to any man, any random man. But let's stick with the husband wife scenario. Son, you said that women put their lives on the line for their husbands, for their children, but that's not just I. It's not just his child; it's our child.
It's
He
our
is
child,
putting
but
his.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
you can continue. No, you was in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so it's our child. So it's not that he's the only one benefiting from it. I benefited from it too. And then also it's both of us who's made this child. It takes, half his DNA, half my DNA to make the child. So it's different because if he's putting his life on the again, we have different roles. But if he's putting his life on the line, that's it. Like my job is not to stand in front of a bullet for him. That's not my role.
I
But
understand
but
that, but I
the
think
thing
we
of black
dismiss.
women, my bad,
I
so
think. Oh no, you're fine. I think that we dismiss how much a woman um give their life to a man. So yes, men protect us. I think that we negate what women bring to the table too. So not only do we take care of the child, we take care of the home, we nurture the family, we nurture that man. So yes, he's given us protection and I respect that protection, but it's like also a lot of women lose their stuff in these roles to fulfill the man and to fulfill the role of being that mother and that nurturer. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not negating what
I
you're
agree. I
saying.
just
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
not
I
saying
agree
that
that a lot of
because
women.
really, Coco, as a woman, which is this is my first time being on the panel with you, and I've watched the other panels. You smart, you bring out a lot of statistics and things, but especially amongst women of color, that we have a higher rate of dying in pregnancy than any other race. And so, if what to Sai's point, and going to your point as far as yes, we both had this kid together, but you're the one delivering that child. You are. So in certain states, if something goes awry, they're going to try to save that baby. And it ain't going to be your husband over there like, well, give him my life. Give her my life. It's they're going to take that baby. If something happened to you, it's casualty of giving birth.
Well,
So,
I was
or
in that situation. I was in that situation where my
So
life
how
was
you
in the
gonna
line, and
understand
they
it
tried to
without?
save. No. But that's whoa. That's why I'm speaking to this. My life
She
was
didn't
on the
ignore the
line.
point.
My
No,
baby's life was
no,
on
no, no,
the.
no, no, Coco, no, because you just asked, how are we giving our life, and she gave you the example of children, and then you just try to come back that. Just like earlier,
No. I said.
no, wait a minute. Just like earlier, when I was trying to give you the example, like going back and forth with Hemp and saying that, hey, if Hemp comes in as that, even a random stranger, and I was trying to give that across to you, like, yeah, he gave that protection, and you were acting like you couldn't understand it. But then later you brought up the thing when I said something about you and having a mouth, and you said, well, there were men around me that told me, hey, da 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 da. So it's like you, no, you understand, and now you're trying to act like you didn't understand, but then you did understand. No, you see what Saad is saying, and I don't even got to be married for that situation to happen. As far as me being on the table and something happening to where it's choosing between my life and the child's life. So you were in that situation. So why did you bring up?
Well, my point when giving birth is I'm not putting my life on the line for my husband. I'm putting the life on the line for our children. And I think
But you
the
just
issue
said the
comes with
same
having.
thing. Like you just said the same thing. Like we're both in this thing together. It's half me, half him. So
At
how
what
am I
point?
not
You gonna let
giving
her
my
finish
life?
the point?
My bad. You right.
No, I'm trying. So Saad said that yes, the man is supposed to put the life for the wife. But on the flip side, the woman puts her life on the line for the husband. I disagree. The woman puts her life on the line for their children because I don't make the children by myself. It is our children. It's not just my child. So I'm putting my life on the line for our progeny, not for him.
Yeah, that's the obvious retort.
But I do agree with
But it's
I do
half of
agree with
him.
Scott.
Are you saying it's 1-to-1, Alexis? And so you're saying that him giving his life for you is the same thing as you potentially giving your life for the child?
That's literally what they're saying.
I'm not. I
No, well, I think Saad's greater point was that
Hold on,
we don't want
Coco.
to dismiss what the woman. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let's process it, right? We know, yeah, because nobody made a dismissal. What I'm asking is is that the comparison being made? Him dying for you is the same thing as you potentially dying when giving birth to your child.
That was one of the caveats that I brought up. But my overarching point was that when women enter relationships, I don't think that people understand the level of selflessness that a woman actually has when they are in this relationship. When a woman mostly leaves a man due to divorce for whatever reason, it literally takes that woman everything to rebuild. So a man can move on and rebuild himself, and it can happen literally in a snap. It does not happen like that for a woman. So yes, the man may physically give his life, but that woman still physically, well, not physically, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally depleted herself for this man.
Yeah, it
And I
speaks to the super chat. It speaks to the super chat about the disposability, right? Because we're quite literally saying this man would die for her, right? And then we're saying, yeah, but after that.
And no, I'm saying, so yeah, the
No,
man will die
what
for
it actually
her.
does, Saud, ironically, is minimizes what the man is ass willing and should do for his wife. That's what actually is happening in this statement.
So what I'm trying to convey is that a man may give his life, but a woman is giving her life as well.
But
So
it's not the same side because
it
he's literally
is.
giving his life. So once his life is
But
given, he's gone.
I never
He's
said
gone.
that a man literally had to give. for one. I never said that a man has to literally give his life. That's for
But
one. I
that's
said
what we've
protection.
been saying, though.
For two, I'm also stating that when a woman selflessly enters that union, gives herself to that man, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, she didn't give all her all." That she like
There's
you don't know
nothing
if
that a
that woman,
woman does
a
in a
woman can
relationship
mentally,
just
Let her
a
finish,
for
woman can
Aaliyah.
the
Aaliyah, let
relationship.
her finish it. Finish it,
a
and then she can
woman
reply.
can literally be stripped of everything. Like I don't think y'all understand the mental capacity of how that can fuck up a woman.
No, so I
So
agree
it's
with
not.
you
So
on that.
I'm not
Let
saying that.
Aaliyah got to respond because she was
Yeah,
trying to
because I
talk.
hate that. I hate that we're y'all trying to say that we want to just say men are disposable because that's not the case. I don't think men are
You're
disposable at
proving it.
all.
You're proving the point
You're
right
not. I'm
now,
not
though.
proving nothing. I'm not.
All right, let her. Are you finished with your point, Saw?
Fuck it. I guess.
Okay, Aaliyah, what's your response?
So it's like it's literally proving the point that women see men as disposable because you don't even see how it's not the same thing for women to mentally give their life to a man in a relationship and a man physically like literally giving his life for his wife or for his girlfriend or for like once you're dead you're gone. There's no way for you to rebuild that. You can't try to rebuild your life and try to come back to life. Like once you're dead you're dead. Once you give your life for your partner it's done. Your life is
And
given.
I
It's
don't think
over.
I
So
don't know if
when a
you ever really
woman
been in
Oh, Saw,
love.
so
let her finish the point.
so when women try to equate them mentally giving themselves to their man or like whatever, like once trying to make that comparison, it just takes away from that greater sacrifice that men do for women with protect like for that like giving them protection. Like that's a sacrifice. They're literally giving their entire life. So everything could be stripped from them. The same way you feel like everything is taken from a woman when she gives herself to a man in a relationship or how everything's just taken from her and it takes a really long time for her to rebuild that after she exits that relationship. There is no rebuilding for a man once he gives his life for a woman or for his woman. So it's literally not even on the same level. It's not even in the same
So
ballpark.
once again,
The same.
once again, for the second time, I never said a man to have to lay down his life for a woman.
But
I never
that's the
once
premise.
no
We
don't that's
understand
but
that you
I
didn't
don't
say it,
care. I
but
don't
this
care.
we're
Okay, so
responding
this is
to
what
the
and
super
I'm
chat.
responding and I'm telling you what I'm saying. So I don't care what I don't care. I'm saying what I'm saying. So it's like
But that's the
I don't
point.
understand, but no, because we always want to make things so black and white and we never want to look out the box. Like I don't know if any of y'all ever been in love or really been in like selflessness to a man to know how that is. But I mean, hey, I don't
I
Well,
mean,
know.
Sadia, can I
I think
respond?
I
It
think
only
it's
Abraham, can I
works.
respond
understandable
to
as
Sadia real
far as
quick? Because I don't want to lose the point that she made. It's not that what women do is less than what men do. It's just different, and it works
right.
together. That's
I
all
And
I'm
would
I
agree.
under
saying.
and
I
that's and
agree
I
with you.
Yeah.
understand that, and I agreed with you, Coco. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So on
I
that
agree
premise,
No,
with
I
you,
just
and
want to
I
make sure that
agree with
you
the
understand
sentiment.
that I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. We understand each other. I don't know what the hell everybody else is understanding. So it's like I understand
I'm
you.
gonna have to interject, right? Because here's what was actually being said: man giving his life. Then equivalent was introduced of her potentially dying while giving birth. Those were the two things that were being compared and contrasted, and so that's what we've been conversing about. If we want to
yeah.
clarify what we meant now, that's different. But for the last 20 minutes, we've been conversing about those two things being comparative. Go ahead,
And
Alexis.
that's sorry.
Okay.
Now that was the and you said that so eloquently. That's what I was gonna put out there as far as the comparison. Like maybe it was an unfair comparison, but it was a comparison all the same. Just like how we talk about what women bring to the table and how sometimes it may not be equivalent to what the man can bring, but it still has value. It still has worth. So that's how I saw the point of view of bringing that into the equation. I'm a woman. Automatically what I bring is, and you're a man. It's not going to be the same. It's not. A lot of times. I mean,
And
all
I'll
that.
tell you this: pregnant women, and I'm gonna speak for all men. Pregnant women are protected. People see value in that, right? Men appreciate their wives giving birth for those kids. You know, especially when you've been there, right? It is a traumatic thing, especially since everything is like wrong, right? Why is she laying down, right? Right when it's not, you can't even use gravity to your advantage, you know, stirrups and all this other shit, right? The epidural halfway working, right? Kids is breached and all this other shit. That shit ain't no joke, right? All my kids were born in the ICU, right? So you just, yeah, like there's an appreciation there, right? And shit is honorable, you know. But we was just trying to make a 1-to-1, you know. It doesn't have to be 1-to-1 to be magnified. You see,
And I think that was my point. It
that's
wasn't a 1-to-1.
initially it was compared like that. So now
Yeah,
we running it down, right? We clarifying it. It's fine.
yeah. I was,
Right?
and that's why I was saying I wasn't trying to make it a 1-to-1. So my bad.
Yeah, like and I think even with the mortality thing, it goes into a different conversation that we had. You know, although I was wrestling with this fact before, and this is off course, but I just want to kind of acknowledge it. I was looking at the disparity in like obesity between white women and black women, right? And I noticed it was like 5 points difference, 5 percentage points difference or so. And I think I was looking at the right thing. But then the mortality rate is 10% different, right? So the mortality rate is 2 times the amount for black women, but the obesity rate was 5%, 1 times the amount, right? You see what I'm saying? So 3 times the mortality, but the obesity rate was about 5%. So then I was looking at it like, okay, I understand, right? Those pre-existing factors that could go into why people may die while giving birth, right? However, I'm thinking that the mortality rate should have the same equivalency, you see? But it was 2 times the amount. So that's why I started looking at it like, okay, so why is this? 'Cause I'm thinking if obesity is the pre-existing thing, then the mortality should be similar. But the disparity was about 10 points or 2 times more. You see what I'm saying? 3 times more, right? So that's one thing I was kind of looking at. I think we have to acknowledge that you want to be in shape for tough things, right? I mean, boxing,
Absolutely.
giving babies, all that shit. That shit is no fucking joke, right? But you see how stupid it is when I say boxing and giving babies, like that's the same realm, right? That does a disservice to the giving babies, right? But you gotta be in shape, bro. Your heart, literally, they monitor everything: your blood, your heart, your lungs, how you breathe, and all this stuff because you straining right to the highest point. You know what a sneeze does to you if you hold it in? Do you know what throwing up does to your body? Imagine pushing a baby out. So you got to be prepared. You know. So I just want to acknowledge that point. You know.
Can I add something to that point?
Sure, but
Diet.
it's a great point already. I mean,
No, because I want you
the
to
point is great. You usually
understand.
don't want to like you let it marinate, but I guess if a nigga want to fuck it up, go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead, Chris.
speaking
Tell her.
to
Go ahead, Chris. It's fine. Everybody.
look, hold on. Speaking to let it marinate. Speaking and let it marinate.
Yes, ma'am.
Black women and the way that, or black people, period, the way that we season our food. We talk about the white people and how they ain't
See what I
got no
mean?
taste
You
for
could have just let it
food.
live. You see what I mean?
That's
Now she
why they
talking
high.
about
That's why they don't have a lot of high blood
Mortons.
pressure. They ain't put no salt on everything.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm just saying, yeah, but you're 100% right? Hypertension, yeah, preeclampsia, as Doc said in the chat. There's a lot of things, man. So I think what it is we know that we have predisposition, so we have to take more care a lot of the times, like black men, prostate, right? But the butt part is what get us in trouble. You say, fuck that, nigga. You got to come get me. You know what I mean? They better find a different way to test my prostate, right? But we know we
Going hard.
predisposed to it, and then we passing
Right,
from it, and niggas is sad. Nah, you ain't go to the doctor when you was 42, right?
Um,
So it's a lot, You go ahead.
I agree with that, with the health, but then also I do want to still point out that the when we go in the hospital, just off the simple fact that we black alone does not mean we're going to come out. So yes, health definitely plays a big factor. But if we look at the situation that is happening currently in Texas, they just not fucking with us.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and this is where the couple thing comes in. They treating y'all in the bar at the hospital like how y'all go to the car dealership, how y'all go to the auto mechanic shop. When you see women, you like easy pickings. It's like less care. You go together, a little bit different response. I think that shit applies at the hospital too. You know, people look at you a different way. Even like when people have a ring on, right? Is that still true? They say people like tend to trust people who are married more, right? In business and things of that nature.
Mm.
I wonder how they treat people that are married more. Just interesting. You know what I mean? Like just we trying to understand these things. Like what are the factors that speak to our how we're treated? You
I
know?
mean, hindsight being 2020, just just looking at how prevalent like the mortality rate is or whatever. When I was in labor with my third son,
Mhm.
it was like they were saying, "Oh,
Three.
she's so quiet" and all this kind of stuff like that, and "Oh, she's not in pain." I was managing it well, sure, but just hindsight being 2020, I'm looking at it like, okay, so if I would have complained, we ought to would have taken me seriously because I was straight for the first 6 centimeters.
Yeah, we gotta put you on 1.25 speed, man.
I thought I was talking
Yeah.
quickly.
You the
I'm
worst man.
sorry.
You are the worst.
Okay,
You
so
talking
it
slower
wasn't the
than
bus
Coco.
balls this time. Okay, I found something different. It's
And I
called
just
On the
also
Rocks.
Dope.
Okay, it's called On
oh
the Rocks.
I had the lemon drop. I had the lemon drop. That
Yeah,
shit is
this is
definitely
the
like
lemon drop, Saudi. This is
okay.
the lemon drop.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. But no, I also would like to add, not to negate from what Hamp says, definitely ladies, we need to couple up. But I also would like to say it doesn't matter if you're coupled up or not, they're still offering us when we go in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm not negating that at all. I'm just thinking about mitigating factors, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that shit is no
Mhm.
joke, bro. Like it's no joke. Which I think, man, we've been here for 3 hours and 26 minutes. Usually get out of here at 3 hours, man. So you know, you
I
can't.
need to make a public service announcement.
Oh
All right, I'm
Lord.
about to do final thought.
Can I make it before the final thoughts?
Sure.
Oh
Okay.
Lord.
Just want to let y'all know that I don't understand why y'all be hating so much. Why y'all not liking the stream? It's giving weird. So yeah, y'all need to like it. The fuck?
Niggas don't like the stream side. They think that like button got shit on it, man.
Yeah, like you think they gotta pay for it. It's I don't like that. All this
Hit the
work this
like
man
button,
do, you can't even
peeps.
like the hit the like.
Only
Y'all
the
know
side
y'all
when you
like it.
said
Y'all
that.
watching. Y'all like it. Y'all watching still. Like just
When
hit the
you said
like
I don't
button,
like
bro.
that, it reminded me of Belly. Who's that guy with the banana? I forgot his name. That character in Belly with the banana.
Illest
He's
nigga
like,
in
I don't like
Nebraska.
that.
Are you
The
talking
funniest,
about?
I forget his name on that, but you know that's what's his name from Minister Society, right? What's the main character?
Taryn Turner.
Damn, like well now I can't remember.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane from Menace Society. I
You know
don't
that's
like that
Kane from
shit,
Minister
dog.
Society.
I don't
People don't
like that
even know.
shit.
That nigga
Oh
said
yeah.
it is crazy. He said you the illest from the nigga from Nebraska. They in Ohio, but it's just funny what he said in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Eating that damn
Sorry, so I
banana
remember when she
sauce.
said it, it just reminded me of that scene.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
don't like that. Just hit the like, it's free.
just hit the like, man. What you think, Callie? Good stream. Any final thoughts?
Good stream. My final thought is that there is a just from my understanding, there
Oh,
is
sorry,
a
Callie. Let me
certain
read these
level.
first before they leave.
Oh damn. All
My
right.
bad.
See how
Rebecca with
he
the 10
do?
dollars. What up, Rebecca? That women deserve protection from men because they carry and nurture life. Men deserve respect because they are expected to provide, lead, and take responsibility. Correction is necessary for accountability.
Hey, Becca, I miss you.
The lie detector with the $5 says, "Damn, I guess I gotta get a West Coast woman because my East Coast woman would let Sharkeisha get me." Shout out to Cali.
You okay?
Sharkeisha. Yeah, I'm sick, bro. Did I read this one? I did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You read that one.
Yeah.
Mr. Redo with the $5 says, "I hate that I'm saying this, but a woman's size does play a factor when it comes to protection." Mr. North with the $10 says, "If it is expected that women should give birth, we should limit abortion, right? If a woman can use her bodily autonomy to not have a baby, can't a man use his bodily autonomy to leave a woman alone?"
Y'all do that anyway.
2K.
Speaking of Kane, what did Kane say? It's not mine. Click.
2K with a 20 ball says, "Shout out to him. Salute my brother."
That's funny to you, him?
Shout out to K.
It's not even that funny.
With 6 talking with.
Who pissed in your cookie crisp, 2K? Come on now.
Yeah, they pretty cool, 2K.
Because 2K ain't that crazy, I'm gonna disregard that message.
He's crazy as hell, first off.
He's a good crazy. He's a good crazy.
Yeah. He's crazy, though. That's one thing. Mr. Norfolk at $10 says, "Alimony and child support stats would disagree with that. Most women are getting on just fine after divorce."
Everybody ain't getting alimony. Shut up, nigga.
Nas with the $5 says, "The social contract in today's system: state, women, children, then men. Men seem to be the last line of obligation in the system per expendability." Okay, that's what's up. Mr. Norfolk at $10 says, "If women are expected to give birth, why the push for women to prioritize starting a career in their most fertile years instead of starting a family?"
Because motherfuckers ain't guaranteed no goddamn mate in their primitive years, because niggas is out there slinging dick instead of actually settling down to try to be with a bitch.
It's all right, Kevin. He ain't gonna protect you. Kevin. It's okay.
Yeah, no, the
He
slinging.
gonna turn his camera on and watch the shit and post it on TikTok.
EKNL, salute my brother.
Thanks for the memberships.
Salute. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, man. I see everybody getting blessed with the memberships, man. Please say thank you. Please maintain it. That's the second cousin membership as well, which is fire. Perfect. 2K with the 10 ounces. "Growing up is understanding your granny had plastic over her living room set because."
Yeah, we don't need to read the last part.
Diabolical.
A squitter?
He's a squirter, and I don't even want to think about my granny in that nature.
No. Granny had plastic over the living room front. It was only the formal living room furniture.
To it, right? You're not responding to it, right?
We're not, Charlie. We're not.
All right.
You about to really say no? It's not because she's a squirter. It's because, are you serious?
Nigga, wasn't nobody allowed in the fucking living room, cuz. What are you talking about?
Right.
So, damn, then he might be on to something. What was that room used for?
Oh my
It's
God.
a formal living room, meaning that your furniture is supposed to sit there and look pretty, and ain't nobody supposed to put their paws on it. Even her butt cheeks ain't supposed to be on that damn furniture.
I don't know about that.
Oh, that's absolutely a fact.
Nobody was allowed in there.
Yeah, nobody was allowed in there.
Until we went home, then somebody may have been allowed in there.
I don't even want it. I don't want to have those thoughts in my brain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, motherfucker.
No.
Nigga, grandma wasn't fucking on the goddamn plastic furniture.
Grandma don't got 7 kids for nothing now. So don't stop trying to act like grandma been getting it popping.
Hey, my grandma literally had 6 kids, and she was fucking on that living room furniture.
Why is he not right? Yo, my mom said my grandma ain't let her stitches heal because my aunt and uncle are born in the same year.
Hey, well, I can't talk shit. I got Irish twins, okay? So I can't talk shit about that
Dude
one.
gave it a 10 out. So she was a squirter unless she was from New York. Then it was a mop water.
You can't go home. Go
Give me your phone,
home.
2K. Give me your
All right,
Go
phone.
man.
home.
Callie,
Go
what's
to
your
bed.
final thought, man? I'm gonna take this Benadryl, man.
I know.
Hey, yo, my final thought is there is, of course, okay, just supposing the whole conversation, there is a level of submission that is owed to the random if you expect the random to protect you in a precarious situation. However, it is not the same level of submission that you would give to your mate. My bad. I listen to Werewolf Smut, but whatchamacallit, it's not the level of submission that you would give to your mate because your mate holds your entire life in your hands, as opposed to that random does not hold your entire life to your hands. But there is a level of submission that is expected if you expect a random to protect you in a precarious situation.
All right. Coco.
Congrats, Champ Hamp.
Thank you.
You can take that one. Great combo, ladies. Yeah, I think I'm enjoying women's POV. And also, please follow me on TikTok if you're trying to get abs by the summertime. I have great tips. I speak specifically to women. So again, if you're trying to just get that right, level up without going underneath the knife, Coco the health coach.
Coco the Health Coach on Instagram, man. There's still 250 people here. Please get a subscribe. It is exclusive to the health coaching business, but I think it's uberly worth it, man. There's so many problem areas that we think we know how to attack, and we simply don't, right? There's so much research and science behind getting some of this fat off of us in different areas, you know? And so YouTube University only going to take you so far, but if you want to invest in yourself, you got to invest in yourself, you know? So take
What
heed.
about IG, Coco? I ain't got TikTok.
I need to get TikTok. I don't know. It's 2026.
I need to update my IG, but I got you. I'm gonna do something. I don't know.
Ooh, I'm in love with the Coco.
Krishana.
You know what? They used to say that. They used to speak that to me.
Coco, please.
And I used to work at a college, and the kids would. Anywho, but yes, go ahead.
2K with the 10 ounces. She was a
no.
You already read that.
He read that already. Talking about
Krishana, any
mops and
final
shit.
thoughts?
Yes, I do. First, again, I said it on the Discord app, but congratulations, Hamp.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna be the Riddler because I actually like that. I had to look it up to see. Somebody called me the Riddler. So for anyone out there who is interested, if you don't know the Lord, seek Him and go after Him with everything that you got today. Bless y'all.
Okay.
Amen.
Indeed. Lex.
Well, first of all, God made Texas first. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. Y'all be forgetting. Now, let me just tell y'all that. And it was a great conversation. I enjoyed being on here with y'all. Been on for a minute, but I'm back. Like the McRib, no pork. I think at the end of the day, just basic human decency, we should be giving respect to each other. And how that respect may look can differ, but we should give it. When I was in Kansas City, and there was one of the winos out there on the corner store, and he said something that I always carried with me, and I always had that respect for him because, you know, he had a life that ended and whatever, but he had wisdom, and he told me, he said, I don't know where he got it from. Maybe my eyes was low, so he knew I was smoking weed. He was like, "Hey, don't you ever," he said, if somebody hands you something and it smell right, he was like, "Don't ask what it is, because you can't get addicted if you don't know what it is." And I carried that with me for the rest of my life. I always thought about that. I never ask what it is if it smell funny, because you can't get addicted to what you don't know. So, and even from the looks of it, him being that wino in the corner, you would think like, why would you have that respect or give him any, but that's something that he said that I carried with me all my life and I thought about. So sometimes, or a lot of times, we can't disregard what somebody says just because we don't like the way that it looks or make us feel. And especially as women, because we're emotional creatures, we got to learn how to get out of that. And I think that's where the thing of correction and protection may rattle our feathers sometimes. Pretty feathers, peacocks. But yeah, great show. Go ahead, champ. You got it.
Appreciate you.
Pam.
Stop.
Perfect.
I don't know what you just said. Like, to be honest,
You
I
Hey,
just think
don't ask what's in that what you had. Don't ask, okay?
I
What you
just
just said?
think the moral of the story is, if you would like to have protection, you definitely need to show respect, know how to submit, um, and at the end of the day, we just need to teach. Well, no, we just need to give each other respect and love. And yeah, I have faith in us, the Black people. We're going to get it together.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Listen, I think it's a pretty good show. You can't protect what you can't correct. I just want y'all to understand, right? When you listening to a lot of the conversations and you hearing the sentiments being shared, I think it's very important to take heed to it. I caution us to say it's just YouTube, right? Because we are real people and there's real people saying them on YouTube. It doesn't mean that those sentiments aren't carried, right? You saw when I said I carry water, the brothers cautioned me against that. You saw when I told them I walked those two old ladies to the car in DC at 3 a.m., the brothers cautioned me against that. You see? They're saying, no, you can't do that. That's risky. You got too much to lose. You know? Look how they act. They don't respect us. They don't care, et cetera, et cetera. You got your own family. Think about that and how that is that perpetuated in the earth.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that we do a little bit of like too much dismissing about the things that we hear on here, because I had like 40 people come to Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an argument at one of the tables at a high-end steak restaurant about what stuff that we talk on YouTube. Because they're like, oh, it's only on YouTube, it never happens. Broach the conversation and watch it happen. Right? But because we be outside just talking about bullshit, but if you start a conversation, watch it happen. And both of these men that were arguing don't do YouTube. So I just want us to be very cognizant, you know? And that vigilance thing is key. I forget who was saying it over and over. But you really got to be vigilant, man, because if people don't think they have a responsibility to you or for you, you really have to fend for yourself at that point. And that feels different. It's not a good feeling if you're alone. It's not a good feeling. So just take heed, man. I don't know what we need to do, but we need to do something. So
See God.
yeah, man. I fuck with the Most High. It's just that book of James saw it. Faith without works is dead.
It is.
So we
That's why you
just
got to work at it every day.
yeah, man. Might start by keeping his commandments, but I ain't gonna preach y'all head off. Y'all got y'all fringes
Go
on?
ahead.
Never mind.
I'm still trying to get through the Bible.
Okay. Well, just read fuck it. Y'all go to sleep.
I meant Leviticus.
You could do it audio too.
I do
You
the
can listen to
the
it.
audio.
That's a good Leviticus. Probably stay there for a little while. Once you get through Leviticus, go back and read Exodus again. All right, and then just read the Torah. You know what? Just stay there. Okay. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and then do it again. Okay. All right. You got it, and then you can memorize all of them. All right.
Ladies, protect your butt. Don't let everybody in your butt. Protect your butt. And when I say your butt, I mean all of that shit underneath there between your legs. Protect your butt. All right.
Callie also said if you have red lipstick on, you a hussy. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And we out.
We out. Salute, man. Join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
No, y'all do need to join the Discord because it be a lot going on. And maybe if y'all was in the Discord, y'all would really know who he is. Coco, why you not in the Discord? Oh, DMC left. Bye, y'all.
Place to be heard, and when it's POV, I need a word with my girls. When it's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives. Women, ladies, put the kids to bed and pull up a seat. We don't judge, come up, just say what's up before you speak. Tuesday night, this night, this might be risky every week. So let your head down, pour the wine up and get ready for the tea. It's a different outlook, trying to find out what is missing. DJ HAMP gon' let you cook to edify and not to burn down the kitchen. Relationships, kids, new women just so one, don't judge. Girl, we listening, don't judge. Yeah, girl, we listening, don't judge. Don't judge. Cause girls just wanna fight and women just wanna have fun. When women's POV, I need a word with my girls. When women's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives. Yeah.